Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome to DNC on the Rise. We are back with another ladies' night. Got a panel of 8 here. So, Sess, you want to get started with the first question?
Well, hold on. Let them introduce themselves.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, we'll start. We'll go down. You guys already know some of them. But we'll start down here with you.
Okay.
Give her the mic.
So my name's Charity, but let me go ahead. So my name's Charity, but you could call me Chorizo if it's easy to remember.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
I'll chill.
Introduce yourself, Eric.
It's your boy Biggie. B for business. I for investments. G for gangster. E for everything else. We here with these nice ladies. It's all good.
My name's Yesenia, and I'm 29.
My name's Cash, and I'm 25. I'm still recovering.
My name's Halima, and I'm 24.
My name is Madeline, and I'm 24 as well.
You already know. No, I'm just playing. Was that loud?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, my bad. Well, I can't hear myself. Alex, 25 from last podcast.
I'm not going to mention. Yeah. Well, so for the first question, I wanted to ask you guys, who leads a relationship?
Leads?
Yeah, who leads the relationship? Is it a
male.
man or a
The
woman?
man.
Man.
Agreed.
Easy question.
Very. We're missing 3 inputs.
I do prefer the man to lead the relationship, but I don't have any problem letting you know I'm into you, but only if you take the lead.
Yeah, no, a man.
Yeah, probably the man.
Yeah, the man.
I just be bored.
You hear that, fellas? If you don't come out of that hole, they're going to leave you there.
So annoying.
What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
I think the man, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. I was expecting different answers. Sorry.
All right, so let's get a bit deeper into that. What do you think a man properly leading a relationship looks like? Let's start with you.
Properly what?
What do you think a man leading a relationship properly, what does that look like?
Just being straight up, I don't know.
So, ladies, we're not talking about leading into a relationship. We're talking about leading the relationship.
So being the man of the house, basically, he's the head of everything. He's before. It's not his woman's dragging him along. No, he's dragging me along. I follow his steps, what he says. That's what they're asking. But what does that entail? Does it entail him giving me money or whatever you think?
So just being concerned about my well-being and just being there for me and me mentally and for him to motivate me and whatever I do or just be next to me instead of my enemy.
Agreed.
I agree with her. I think leading the relationship means that you're not confused about what's going to happen next. They kind of know there's direction, there's a plan, there's a future. You're not questioning what it is, I guess. He's kind of I'm all about you. And you feel it and you know it.
Facts.
I 100% agree. I mean, that's everything I was going to say. Someone who has a plan, who knows where they want to go, who are sure about you. And one of my favorite things is someone who makes enough space for you, because sometimes we really blossom in relationships and some people can't handle that. So a man that makes enough space for you to be the best version of yourself and vice versa, that's just a man right there.
Agreed with what a lot of these ladies said. And to add on to that, I think a man leading a relationship looks like a man who puts his foot down. He's the head of everything. To lead something, you have to be the head of everything. You can't allow your woman to do that and do that and do that and do that and do that, unless it's what a woman does. And don't get me wrong, I ain't saying like, oh, a woman's supposed to be in the house cleaning. No, we can go out there and hustle
She
and
is.
stuff like that. She is, don't get me wrong. I play that part very nicely. But I'm just saying, a woman is not necessarily stuck to that, okay? We do a lot of stuff outside of that. We're very strong human beings. But we all know a woman's supposed to be at the home, cooking, cleaning. That's not a masculine man's job. So like I was saying, a man leading looks like a man who's putting his foot down and he's like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We need to invest this. He takes head of everything. He kind of tells me
Like the
everything.
initiative.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, stay clean, bro. Damn, clean your ass. Keep your house clean. Like,
You say keep the house clean?
it's a
The house
small,
always stays
small
clean.
sis clean up a little bit. Like,
Yeah, if you can make enough for me to
workstation a
stay
little dirty,
home,
yeah.
like.
I don't want to
bro.
be a stay-at-home mom. I'm really invested in my career. I don't want that.
No,
But-
bro, I can't wait.
that's a terrible decision.
I'm tired.
At the beginning, yes, but when my kids hit a certain age, I'm not trying to spend my whole life being a
Working.
stay-at-home
There's gonna
mom.
be a certain age where you might not be able to have kids because your career
No.
is so
Whoa.
important.
I didn't say, I didn't say I don't want kids. Trust and believe that. I want kids, and my man know that. But I'm just saying,
If you want
I don't want to
kids-
be a stay-at-home mom the rest of my life. I've worked in family law, and I know women who spent their 30 years work like as a stay-at-home mom, and as soon as they get divorced, have nothing. I'm saying I'm very passionate about being a lawyer, and that's what I will do. And my man supports me 110% behind that. And I told him, this is what we can do. Do you like that? He agreed. Cool. Boom. But we came to an understanding. If he wanted me to be a stay-at-home mom, then by all means, until I hit a certain point. But I'm just saying.
It also depends on what kind of relationship
You have.
Exactly. We came to an
It all
understanding.
depends on the couple.
Agreed.
I was gonna say, are you the man in your relationship? Because you seem to be the one with the plan and the idea, and he
Absolutely
seemed to be the
not.
one.
Nah.
backing
She
it up.
turns into a marshmallow.
I
bro.
am very submissive to my man. I'm just a woman who's ambitious and has goals. I come from nothing. So
Period.
before a man came into my life, I had my head set on becoming a lawyer and doing everything it took, and I'm almost there. So he knows he's here now, and I've declined a lot of law school offers for this man. So it's not about like, oh, am I going to put my career first? No. My man comes first. You won't always find a man, especially in your 30s. That's when it really hits home.
Exactly.
You can't find a man. You can't have kids because you put your career first. So trust me, you're not doing that. But
We
I'm
love
submissive.
we
Don't
love
say
the
that.
balance. We love the balance.
Yes, it's a balance, mama.
Yeah, it's a nice balance. I love that for you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna change the topic a little bit, but it's something that I've been paying attention to, and like it happens a lot. Like everybody I know that's like, not just, I'm not gonna get specific with people, but I know a couple of guys specifically that are with their girls 24/7, and like they put that as like the number one priority in their life. Do you think that that's a good way to
No.
go about it?
No.
No.
Like, I have my opinions on it, but I want to hear the females' opinions on why you
All right,
shouldn't
can we
do
start
that.
over here?
Yeah, we'll start over
All
here.
right,
Yeah.
my turn.
Yeah, no.
All right, so this is a very delicate topic because when it comes to, am I too loud?
No.
All right. Okay. Just making sure. So when a couple, it's good to be together. It's good to spend time. It's good to, hang out, but not always, because you guys lose oneself, because you have to keep your own life going. When you're in a relationship, you have to keep your friends, go out with your friends. You were going to the gym, keep going to the gym. You went hiking with your dog by yourself, Like, that's some things that you have to prioritize with yourself while you're in the relationship. Because when you're in a relationship and that, let's say, for example, the lady or the man, gives 100% to the man or whatever, to their significant other, they lose their touch with themselves. And then problems become happening, they start to happen. And, they can't see where the problem is. And it's like, well, you guys are hanging out every day or all the time, and you forget about your friends, and your friends are like over here nagging, like, hey, where you at? Where you ghosting? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, my man's, or hey, my girl this. Yeah, I can't go out, man. Like, no, you're supposed to, keep that life, balanced. That's of both lives, and that's the best relationship.
I agree.
I truly believe in that. The end.
I don't think codependency is attractive in any way, shape, or form, and that's like spending all your time with your significant other is like the definition in many respects of codependency. Like you both were like, you mentioned like two individual people who are doing their own thing, living their own lives before you met each other, and like it's beautiful and amazing that you like are creating a life together, but like you don't lose yourself in that relationship, because like
Right.
you want to hope and like pray that that's going to work out and you're going to marry that person, but what happens when you don't, and then you find yourself
Right.
being like, oh my gosh, I don't know who I am, I'm completely
Right.
lost because I dedicated all my time
Exactly.
to like the person I was with. Like that in my eyes is not attractive.
Agreed. You can. Yeah.
It's
you
just
said it
really
good.
hard to think that way, because it's just, if you didn't think with that type of dedication about a career or any other type of activity in life, you probably wouldn't get to where you want to be. You didn't go into your dream with a plan B, did you? So if you're going to go in with somebody, you go in 100% willing to do what it takes to be with that person. Like you said, she's a marshmallow apparently when her man show up, so she talking this strong, I'm strong. Homie show up, oof, oof.
Yes. And
No,
for
but
So-
I'm specifically talking
So
about.
it's-
Hold on, hold on.
Codependency is more like, if I don't have this person, I'll die. I had an ex-girlfriend who used to cry when I wasn't around.
Yeah, and that's
It
where
was
that's
that
what
sick.
people lack. That's what happens.
So what we're talking about is just in general, just being with them all the time. Yeah, I feel that, but for him, he obviously don't got a plan. She obviously the man in that relationship. If he want to hang out with his girl all the time, obviously his girl's the man. That's how I see it. You want to be that way, let him be that way.
Well, then again, everybody thinks differently, you know, and that's okay. You know, that's what makes everybody different. That's why we're having a conversation here. You know, all of us thinking differently. So that's good.
Yeah, you can't be like emotionally dependent on anybody. Like you at the end of the day, you die in your casket. Like you sitting there alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless y'all get
Die
married together.
alone.
What I see a lot is that like dudes who go from like this depressed state of mind, and the second they get some attention from some chick, right, they invest all their time into it, and then the second they get with them, now they're happy. Now you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I feel
That's a
like
problem.
that's an issue right there, and that's what I'm talking about. Feel me? There's a lot of situations like that, and I want to talk about like the negative impacts that it has on a relationship.
Well, I was just gonna say that just because you're not going in well, it's not that you're not going in 100% if you don't like spend your time together. It's not like you have a plan B. I think it's different. I'm just saying that that you spending your time with not spending your time with your significant other all the time, like you know, it does not mean I have a plan B. Like it does not mean I'm going in thinking we're not going to be together. It just means
right.
that I need my, you know, I'm doing as an individual, you know, like she said, she has her mindset on being a lawyer way before her man came. Like, you know, I have things going on way before you came. If you come and compliment and we help each other out, cool, you know,
Exactly.
like let's keep going. But it doesn't mean I'm
Exactly.
just gonna like
Stop everything.
yeah, and then we get to, but it also does not mean okay, I have a plan B.
It's
just
not
in
a.
case
It's,
we don't
it's
work
not
out.
it's not one of
necessarily
those
a plan B.
situations.
It's just continuing your goals. You
Yeah,
continue
even-
your goals.
Yeah, even
always.
when we get married, like I hope you also have stuff going on. You know, I hope you,
Right.
still, you know, are working on yourself just like I am. You know, even when we get married. But
Right.
yeah, so that just really quick.
I like that. Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
Back to you, Sess.
But Cesare, to add to that, I really feel like it has a little something to do with. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna sit that one out. I love what everybody said, by the way.
Yeah, honestly, good answer.
Podcast.
I
Might as
know,
well
Good
just-
but it's
answer.
because I got my words a little mixed up in my head, so I wanted to
Yeah.
stop before I sounded like a fool.
We can rewind, chop up, and edit. We got AIs for that.
It was something about what Cesare said, but I'll come to it once. But yeah. Anyways, I agree with what everybody said, especially what you said, and then to add on what you were saying. It's not necessarily a plan B. It's just saying, I want to continue my goals always, 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 always. No matter what happens in life, we don't just shift and like fall off because of that. We continue our goals that the Lord set for us. That's all I'm doing. I'm very passionate about it. That's all it is.
So, how do like you guys feel, like from the experiences you've had when a dude like, when you notice him pushing everything that he was doing that originally attracted you to him aside for you? Is it like a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
It's
Right away.
horrible.
Because right there, he's showing that he's losing himself, you know? So
You fucking
what you
losers,
gotta
bro.
do right there.
Dog, hold on. Sorry, I didn't even. I just like every time I ask these questions, everything I've told y'all, they tend to say the same things or just along the same things I said, and they don't want to listen, bro. It's insane, and the negative impacts are right in front of their face, and they're just in denial until they
what's the
lose the
denial?
bitch, and then they get upset and start crying, and then, oh, sister, you was right.
I gave up everything for
Yeah.
her.
What happened?
Fucking worm.
Are you addressing the boys? Who are you addressing?
I don't know. Yeah.
Addressing the boys?
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Okay. that
it's
makes
not
sense.
necessarily attractive to lose yourself. I mean, it depends, right? Right? I feel like it depends on the girl and where you want to take whatever you guys have going on. So if you really want to be seen as someone who is quote unquote the leader in the relationship and blah blah blah, and all you do is hang out with me, what are you planning for us later if you're here right now? Like what are you doing? You know?
Balance.
You can't be that absorbed in me. Like me, don't get me wrong. When I see you, yes, I want to live in your skin, 110%.
Right.
But there's a time for that. You get me? There's
Right.
times where you'll see me and my head is in my books or at my work.
Time
or I'm
out. Time
with
out.
you.
Time out.
What?
I want to live in your skin.
Let me tell you
You
something.
ever love your
okay?
partner so much you wish you was
Let me tell you something.
Connected at the head.
I have never thought to. I've never
I'm
thought to Men
talking-
in Black.
I've been
Ever.
trying to dig my way right in there and just.
What, girl? Stay there for good
I'm
times.
telling you,
It's
like, you guys
home.
don't understand.
It's
The
home.
obsession is real, but
It's
there's
really
a
real.
time for everything, you know?
Agreed.
And I feel like, no, like, there's no way you ain't got nothing going
It's
on.
a balance.
Like,
That's
there's
literally what it
no
is. You have
way.
to have stuff outside of me.
You have to.
You have to.
Well, I think it's really nice, you know, when a guy shows love to the girl.
Yeah,
Like,
for real. But at the end of the day, you cannot just sit
Share
there
your mic with her.
and not have a goal.
Yeah, girl, go ahead and cut his ass off.
So yeah, I think it's nice to have, like, you know, girls love for the guys to show love. Like, we really do appreciate that. But I don't know, have you guys seen those couples that, no offense, you know, it happens. It's happened to me before. But when they get together, they kind of gain weight.
That's happy
So
weight,
it's
baby.
like, yeah, like, you know, let's spend time together. Let's love each other. You know, I love to eat.
Happy
let's
way,
go eat.
mama.
People start getting fit phobic.
I like a little tom-tom.
But we still need to keep our goals in mind. You know, I still need you to help me. Like we can also be accountability buddies, you know, like
Yeah.
make sure that you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, and we're giving each other our space. Like we're like, you know, like reminding ourselves like, okay, well, just do your thing today. I'll do my thing today.
So translation of that, fellas, don't be clingy. Keep that six pack. Stay gone.
No.
No,
you don't need a
be
six-pack.
clingy,
You don't need a
but
yeah,
when
you
it's
You're gonna
time
say
to
she
be
don't.
You can have
She's
the
gonna
little
say
Buddha
you
belly
don't
going
need a
on.
six pack. She's gonna say you don't need a six pack.
You
You
don't
bump
need a
some
damn-
Bryson
You can have a
Tiller,
dad
and
body.
you see how much a
I
six
like
pack
it
puts
all.
work
I'm
in.
attracted to what's on the inside. That dad body.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
what's
I
on
know
the
you-
inside of her? Exactly.
No, the
Keep that six pack.
Well, I think
Don't
every
get
woman
fat.
looks into that just like every man.
Or
does,
she
but-
will leave.
Let me
that's
tell
not
you
what I'm
something.
saying.
That's not
That's
what
what
we're
she's
saying.
saying.
We
It's
don't
like
know
that.
what ends on.
It's
but
like
that's
that.
not
Forget
what
about
we're
your
saying.
goals and what you've been
We're
working
saying
Don't
that,
forget
like,
about
that's
your
a-
body,
that's
and
a
don't
dad
forget
body.
that I
Like,
came to
you know what I'm
you
saying? I like
when
a
you
little
had a
belly on my
six
man.
pack.
That's why.
So
Right,
if I'm
maintain
leaving,
it.
it's
No,
because you
maintain
don't
it.
got the six pack.
Maintain it. I feel like that's a fair expectation that men
One
have
mic
of
at a
women,
time.
though.
I'm getting
But
a
in
lot
all
of background
seriousness,
noise.
a man with no goals distracts himself with pleasure. That's why you're gonna stay there all day.
That's low key a
And
good
pleasure
one.
finna leave your ass too. So
Huh.
you need to do
Pleasure
something.
comes and goes, just like girls, bro.
Not
Remember
necessarily.
this.
If you know how to keep
Yo,
a woman,
someone
she'll
threw a
stay.
brick
Be
at
a
his
man,
shit.
and she'll stay. That's
Hey,
unless you got
Michael
you
B.
don't have a
Jordan
woman.
said that too, man.
Hey, hey, he had Marjorie for a mother-in-law. That's a whole different story.
Yeah, they're gonna
That's
take
a whole
care of
nother level.
themselves. Like you can't just like let yourself go. Like you have to make sure you have like your goals and you're achieving them. And, you know, take care of yourself. You feel me? Go work out. Go chill with your friends. Go chill with your family. But like mentally and like physically and like financially, emotionally, like just take care of yourself.
Certainly.
Be there. Like you
Right.
feel me?
I have a very vain approach to this. I don't know how y'all gonna feel about it, but I feel like if something attracted me towards you, that thing should only evolve when I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? it shouldn't die down, because that's the one, that's what attracted me to you. And I think it's vice versa, right? Because guys like girls not to gain too much weight. I still want you to look like, put on that dress. Yeah, cool. But okay, I want you to stay focused,
Broad.
working late hours at the night, like
Broad.
you said you was doing.
Broad.
All of that
Hold
stuff,
on, mama.
and even better.
Okay, I love you, and you know I do. But I have to
Go
ask.
ahead.
I have to ask.
Go ahead.
You're saying you need to whatever I fell in love with you. That's what you need to enhance now that we're in a relationship together.
No.
So, no, I'm only saying that's what you just said.
Yeah.
So, do you mean that if he fell in love with me simply because of my beauty, now I need to become beautiful? Like I need to start putting makeup on and looking
I'm
the
not.
best?
I'm not talking about just face-to-face things. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's
I'm
a
not
broad
talking.
statement.
No,
That's why I
but
say
like, okay, let's say for appearance, for example. Of course, your appearance is going to change over time, over the years. But I'm talking
yeah.
about initial things that attracts you to a person, right? Whether it be
mean
their mindset,
characteristics?
yeah, like whether it be
Okay.
their mindset, or maybe they have a certain passion for something, or whatever the case is, whatever it is that draws you to that
But
person.
what if
Because
it was
beauty
their
can only
looks?
take you so far.
But that's still something that
But
draws
that can
men
only-
to us.
But that's going to fall off over the years, isn't it?
But you see where your statement cracks.
How? I said.
I love you, Mama. Please
Make
don't get
sure,
mad. I'm
Make
just
sure
saying.
you maintain whatever it is that
So
someone fell
what
in love
if
with
it
you.
was looks?
But if it was
So
look, it
in
wouldn't
the
last
same,
that
so
long.
in
That's what I'm
both, she
saying.
said, before she said any of this, she said that men hold women to a standard of staying pretty, staying all that. She's saying in the return, we need to.
Keep up whatever it is that I came
So
to
she
you
already
with.
said to keep up everything, but of course everything's gonna wear out over time.
Thank you.
But she already addressed looks and appearance.
So if you was a businessman before, you better stay businessing.
See, that's fucked up. You see that? When she lose everything, she said, "I'm out of here."
Businessing
That's
is just
not-
money.
That's not what
She
I
said, "You
That's
lost
not what
your
I-
business. I came with you
I
for
said,
the
if
business."
I didn't know, it's not gonna fail. You have a good partner beside you. I got you. We're
Facts.
gonna hold meeting and stuff. You're not gonna fail with me by your
Hold
side.
meeting.
You just gotta, because if you go from, yeah, I'm in the office, baby, yeah, you know, I'm working with the team, to, oh my God, I can't wait till you get home so we can cut, bro. What happened? Like that ambition, that fire, what happened to it? So you spending your whole time with me, that's a bit alarming.
She said, "Motherfucker, you want to
That's a
cuddle?
bit alarming.
You want to cuddle? You're a loser."
What's too
cuddle-
much time then?
What,
What's
you-
because I hear a lot of y'all
He said
saying
all,
it's
yeah,
not
he
good.
said all his
all
time.
your time. So 20 Monday through Sunday he's with
But
me.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
like,
like pretty
all
much a guy
his
that just
time.
invests, like
be some
he
dudes who
prioritizes
just-
his chick over everything, right?
Comes home,
Like,
with his
I'm
chick,
saying,
goes to
like-
work, comes home to his chick.
Got
He
holes in
would
my
he would
mouth.
change shit
That's
about
why it's
his
in the
like
lip.
personality, about him, like everything. He'll change
So he
everything
just does
to
a full
fit
he
into
does a full
the.
180.
Yeah.
For
like-
years.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't personally want to be with someone like that because obviously
Yeah,
they're not
'cause
secure.
what is
Like
that?
if you're willing to break down everything that you were before when you get in a relationship with someone, then you didn't have any sound grounding in yourself anyway. I want to be
Facts.
with someone who's secure and confident and stable.
Yeah, definitely. Know yourself,
Agreed.
you know? Go ahead with your bad self. No, for real. Go ahead. Be great.
I like it. Be great. I like
Yeah.
the greatness.
Go ahead.
And do you feel that men accomplish this type of personality when they're older or when they're younger?
Men is older.
I feel like
And-
it depends on the man.
It's usually older for men, though. I ain't gonna lie. And what do you mean by older? What's your age gap, first off?
Yeah.
Because older, does it mean 50? Because I'm thinking like 30 and above.
What's your older?
30? Yeah,
Well-
certainly.
Well, we're all about 24. We're all almost 30. 35.
Yeah, so in their 30s, definitely. Because men are playing around in their 20s. They are. And that's just the truth about it. They don't want to settle down. They want to see what's all out there, maybe even travel. Don't even want to settle down for careers. Let's keep it a buck. And so
You do realize that most men in America don't have the funds nor the play to just play around, correct?
that may be statistically true, but I'm telling you from what I've seen that
What
men
I know.
prefer, men prefer to play around. They don't want to just settle.
Why don't
play
you?
video games,
Why
what you
don't?
talk about?
Why don't you?
No, on God.
Girl, like goofy.
It's the communication skills that we love so
No,
much.
I agree with what they're saying though. Like I feel like in your earlier 20s, you
wanna-
definitely gotta
He
get
just
out
wanna
there. You
screw
know.
around.
Yeah, exactly. He
you
wants
You
to
gotta
travel.
experience like different females, how they are, how they work.
That's just the
Especially
truth.
if you're gonna do shit like this, you need to have the knowledge. You feel me behind it. You can't just sit here and blab if you don't know.
Exactly. But it's the truth. Come on, tell me.
But that doesn't mean you invest your time into that, because a lot of dudes that just a
Yeah, I
lot
was
of
gonna
guys out
say
there
because
in
it's
general
like what
that-
we're doing right here. This is actually for future money. This is for us. You know what I mean? Other dudes going out and doing that just for the sake of doing that, you turn into this unattractive dude that these women are talking about right here.
Exactly.
So at the same time, it's a little different.
You prayed for him yesterday.
That's not enough, obviously. If you coming on the screen looking like
Yo,
hey,
sis. Yo, bro. She's straight up just like, nah, I'm playing.
I thought you had some juicy tea.
I said, what happened? What happened? What happened?
So I'm gonna ask
Spill
this
it.
question again
Damn, hottest
because it
podcast.
gets a lot of controversy every time we like make a short about it. I get a lot of mixed reactions.
Here you go.
So, does body count matter on the behalf of the female only?
Yes,
Why?
as I said previously.
Let's go in order. Go in order.
He asked
Whoa,
me.
no, yeah, she's good. She's good.
Okay, so yes,
Yes.
No.
no.
He asked me why. Why are
Skip
you
me, I'm
stopping
still
him?
thinking.
Oh, is it my turn? Yes, yes, it does.
Yeah, I think so.
All
But
right.
also for men too, like y'all got
Exactly.
50
It does
plus.
not.
No, overall,
It matters, period.
Wait, you
a
speak-
woman's
oh.
body is sacred. We carry kids. We do everything with our bodies. Our bodies are
Everybody's
very
body is
valuable.
sacred. How about that? Keep
Our,
your
bo-
hands to
our
yourself.
bodies are very valuable. We're supposed to keep ourselves on high horses. You allow multiple men to run through that sacred little thing of yours. It's no longer sacred, and I don't want to touch
Matthew
it. It's dirty.
13.
Tourist
It's just
attraction.
nasty. It's literally
Tourist
you got a
attraction.
community coochie and stuff. I can't do that.
Leftovers.
It's a no go.
Scrambled eggs.
All I'm saying is
Sloppy mixes.
all I'm saying is a woman is supposed to keep her body very sacred. You are not supposed to have 50, 60 different men running through you. And I'm not saying men are supposed to either, but we have an enclosed system, okay? It's a little more like in there for us. Why are you just letting people run through it? It's just dirty. Men, I can't speak for men. I personally say no for men too, but a woman, no, definitely number one. You are not supposed to have multiple bodies. Like, that's just not cute. Even as a female meeting a woman who says, yeah, I got like 100 bodies. Cut.
Yeah,
You're not about to hang around me. You want some hoe
again.
shit. A woman is supposed to value everything. Like, I don't know. I ain't even gonna get there. We're here for a reason. And one of those reasons are to have kids. So you over here letting 60 different million men run through that shit, and then you want to carry my kid in it? Are you smoking it? No. Come on.
So
That's
hold on,
not
hold on.
even
So-
a question.
So you said no, right, Yesenia? Why is that? Eric.
I think that, so I don't think, so yeah, I said no. I'm not saying though that it's okay to just like be out there and putting your, you know, your like your coochie out for like just to get fucked by whoever, whenever, you know. So, so there's that, and I don't think it matters because the woman has, like her value depends on more things. And I say value because that's what, the first time I was asked, that's what someone said, that the body count, like I guess it tells you like the value of a woman, but I don't think that the body count defines the value of a woman. If anything, maybe like an ex-boyfriend or an ex-husband made that up because, you know, to be like put you down if, you know, you went to fuck somebody else, like your value decreases, like you're like, you know, you fucked so many guys, like you're not a good woman anymore. So so what, like you're just supposed to, like, so you're just trash now, like just because of your body count? One, you know, two, like, so where's the limit? Like who's the standard? What number is the standard to compare it to?
So, like, this is not even my opinion. This is just a fact. It's been studied. The higher a woman has her body count, the more likely it is that she'll get a divorce.
Ooh, I like that, and I ain't never heard of that.
Where?
No, and I like that.
It's like
I
that's
learned-
that's a fact. I'm not.
Can you cite your source, please, and thank you?
Fresh and Fit podcast, Byron. He pulled it up.
He
pulled it up on
probably-
chat.
He probably
No.
cited it
But
in his.
I also I went on Google. and I
Colorado
looked it up.
Department of Relations.
Yeah, that's where it was. That's the name of the website.
It also talks about that women in a single mother household, that children that come out of a single mother household are also more likely for criminal activity when they're older because of lack of father figure
Well, that's a different story.
and masculine discipline.
Okay.
I can agree with that, but that's
And then
different.
also, I have another question for you.
Hold on,
So-
Eric, hold on. So also, I think in the same study that you mentioned, you asked about a specific number. I think the number was 5, where it tends to, the divorce rate goes
Yeah,
up
it is. Yeah,
precipitously
yeah.
after about 5.
It's like 5.
It makes sense.
And who are these women? How many were they? Yeah, you know, and
44,000.
we're at.
America.
It was America, yeah. Around
I'm
because
thinking maybe
look,
Colorado.
with
If it's Colorado statistics, it's
If
probably
anything-
Colorado.
this whole body count stuff, this whole Amber Rose slut walk type vibe,
Right.
like that's American shit.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
you're
I
not
was
gonna go
just
out
about
to
to
a place
say.
like Romania, Dubai, all these real
Saudi Arabia?
yeah, all these
not doing shit
places,
like
bro.
that, facts.
You're not gonna
So
all
what's
that
the-
shit. You can't even wear like provocative
I
clothes
would-
out in public.
I was just about to add to that, yeah. And even from what you all shared, yeah. Okay, I have a little bit of a different view because of how and where I was raised and what I'm used to seeing, okay?
Where was that?
So I was born in
Africa?
Congo, but I was raised in Cameroon. So the first 10 years of my life was spent not here, okay? Divorce, I didn't know you could divorce a person until I learned that in English and in America.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
My parents, you know how my parents divorced? One moved out. That's how it happened. Like there was no like court proceeding, and like that situation. You know, as I grew up in America, I kind of got to learn like both sides, and I definitely have to say things in America are very different. I mean that in the most respectful way. Like you guys are just a very special place. Though I live here and America has been a home to me for a long time, there's times where I still have to kind of middle with my own mind about like, oh yeah, this is something that we wouldn't do. But I still live here, you know, I kind of got to survive here.
That divorce thing is a whole other topic. I want to get back to what you said.
Oh,
I have
Because
a
I'm
question
like
on that
losing
that
my
I'm-
track of what you said now, and I'm trying to rethink it as everybody's talking.
Yeah.
You said that having a high body count is not like a woman's value, because you heard somebody say it was a woman's value, and you're saying that's not the case. She can have a lot or she can have a little, and it doesn't make or break her. What does then?
What is her value?
Right. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's the most sacred part of your body.
Oh, I got you.
I mean,
Whichever one you want.
I do agree that that's a very sacred, you know, like I do agree it's special, and you shouldn't, I mean, anyway, to
Right.
each their own right, because I know there are girls that do enjoy like having sex with multiple
Certainly.
people, so I'm not, you know, judging at all.
Right, definitely not.
Yeah,
I'm
but
judging. That's nasty.
I do believe that it's sacred, but yeah, so what makes a woman valuable, I guess? I would think it's like her mindset, what she can do for other people, how she impacts other people.
But what comes before that? Because your person.
Hold on,
wait,
real
wait,
quick.
wait, wait. What
Like,
comes
you
bef-
want to see a good example of what happens? Like, I don't know if you guys know who Logan Paul is.
Yes.
Okay, you see his current situation. I don't know the name of his current like fiance,
It's like Nina Agdal or something like
something like that, right? So he's about to fight this guy named Dylan Dennis, and Dylan Dennis decided to go and post every single guy that this chick's been with, and these are all celebrities. I mean, she's been with fucking from Ja Rule to Leonardo DiCaprio to like
Leonardo.
yeah, bro, yeah, dude, that's her. She's like, I think he's
To
posted over
Leonardo
like
DiCaprio.
50.
That's a whole other spectrum.
It's like, you feel me? It's been like over 50 dudes
Right.
that he's posted already.
Right. See.
Like,
See how that
Why did
looks?
he
it's
do that?
and ever since then, Logan is getting bashed on just
how that
because of the
looks?
reputation of the woman he chose to
Yes.
have next to
Yes.
him. And
When
this
you-
is a guy that's young. He's physically in shape. He's got all the money in the world.
He's got it.
fame.
He's
He's got
got
the
it.
whole everything that a woman wants in a guy. And he chose to settle down with that. And
A
now the
woman
whole
who's
world
been-
is like
Yes.
on his ass about it.
She's settling down because she met the real Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, so like maybe she fell in love with him,
Leonardo,
and that
that's a
doesn't
good
mean she's gonna cheat on him. One, two, like yeah, I
It's
feel
more
like
likely.
a social construct that you have a big body count, that means you know like bad for you. So I feel like that's why all these people are. I mean, it's social media. That's why all these people are coming towards him. And who posted all of this and why? It was probably
to
they
hype
have,
up a fight that they're gonna have.
Okay, there we go. You see, to hype up the fight, which backs up the point where I said that, you know, people are just doing it out of like to talk shit about someone, to
Alright.
like put them down.
I got
you know?
more to it.
But going back to- but
hold on,
going-
real quick. So just to
Let me
continue
finish,
on
let
with
me-
this.
Let me.
Oh no. So there's videos and interviews of her admitting she said that she sucked some dude off in a pretty packed stadium, right? And then there's an interview of Logan talking about how she made him wait like I don't know how, he didn't specify on how long, but she made him wait to do any type of like any sort of like
you
intimate,
sacred,
have sex
like your
with him.
your body is
Exactly.
sacred, like you wait until you
Right?
get married, like you ain't been ran through
And
by
then-
a whole freaking New York train.
Another
like, girl,
thing that
stop.
happens is like when a girl
That
has a
bothers
lot
me.
of bodies and she's been with all these dudes, it creates an insecurity on the guy's mind. Like
Yes.
he's always gonna be thinking like he's never gonna be the richest, he's never gonna be the best looking, he's never gonna be the best fit, he's never gonna fulfill anything, and like not enough in her due to the fact that she's had all these different experiences. It's gonna be harder for her to settle down with a guy that's not at the top if she's. And what happens when she like with this chick, right? That's been with all these guys that are at the top.
Right.
Like it's only a matter of
It's
time.
just think about the value. It's like what you said. Think about it's about the value and the impact and the things you do for people. How can that person be a valuable person if all they can give you is all they can do for people is make them nut, and all they can and how they impact people is, oh, I had sex with that chick. Think about if this chick helped an orphanage or something.
Well, I mean, the only thing we know about this girl is that she's fucked a couple of
Right.
famous people. What else is she doing? You know, and the other guy feeling
Flipping
not
off guys in the
confident
stadium.
because she's fucked other like powerful man or like a high status man. Well, I mean, then that's something you need to work on, you know. And I'm sure she helps that out by like, I don't know, being loyal to him, or I don't know what she does. And
Well, he said she made this guy
yeah,
wait
uh-huh.
to be with her.
Yeah, you know how some guys like they want to fuck a girl on the first night and just kind of like call it quits or just be that.
That's her.
That's
So-
and then
That's her,
sometimes
bro.
the guy,
So
where
sometimes
does
the guys
a
will
man
push it
lose
either
his
because they
value
kind of
at?
want to like see where it kind of goes. Maybe that's the same way she's handling her business. I mean, and
I don't
Yeah.
understand this
Wait,
debate.
wait, hold on.
Go
What
ahead.
you gotta say?
Wait, so what body count, like how, like,
When is it too much?
yeah, when is it too much for a man? Like, when does he start to lose value
So
in
that-
himself?
That's the biggest thing. It's like
It varies by
question.
what you're playing with right there
She
is
said
a
it varies
double-edged
by
sword. Yeah, it's not cool for
Wait,
anybody to
women
be a
can get
hoe.
the highest.
But at the same
I
time,
need to
as
avoid
women,
them.
who would you choose? You would choose this buff jack dude in his 30s who knows what he's doing, or would you choose a 21-year-old? Would you choose a virgin your age and be his first girlfriend or be his first time?
Actually, hold on. I got an interesting question for everybody.
Wait,
It's like,
before
who
you
would
ask
you
your
guys?
question, I
It's
just
like,
wanna finish
who would the
off-
woman naturally prefer, and who would the woman naturally be attracted to? So yeah, it's not cool for nobody to be a hoe. Body count does talk about your value, but for women, it's different for y'all because women look at a guy and they're like, "Oh, I know you." So check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna give you some crazy logic right now. You ready for this? You ready for this?
I love logic.
So when a guy meets a girl that he absolutely falls for, he cannot even imagine her being touched by another man. When a girl is attracted to a man, she's like, I know he's been doing. I know he does girls
And
dirty.
that doesn't eliminate the.
I know he has to be a player or something. You said kill?
Yeah, the thought of another girl with what?
On into the
Oh,
mic.
okay,
into the
okay,
mic.
That is a
Yeah.
whole different type of.
Into the mic.
Into the
Into the
mic.
mic.
That's a whole different type of anger.
He's like
Exactly.
talking about
Yeah. Okay.
So
So,
it's like
I
we
just
have different. We have different wants.
I just want to round off what was previously said. I just wanted to say I don't understand this body count debate. You want a man. The man said it's too high. There's no, like, how are you going to shift that? You're going to look for a man that doesn't think it's too high? It
50
doesn't
ain't too
matter. Like, if that is what men are requiring in this society, and you're a woman wanting a man in this society, you're going to have to abide by that. Like, I don't understand what the topic is. I don't understand what the debate is. The point is, a man has ego. What's his is his. He doesn't want to hear one of his homies like, yeah, you know, back in the day, you know, I used to.
Right,
That's disrespectful to who he is.
right.
You are a mirror. You are an image of
him.
as he is an image of you. You don't go around embarrassing each other. You think that man behind the
degrading.
screens is
Right.
like, yeah,
So
she
true,
smacked
yeah.
50 guys. Everybody's talking about it, but I don't care.
Exactly.
No, he's going through hell because he was going to marry her. That was going to
And
be
it's
his
different to
wife.
hear. It's
So I
different
don't
to hear
really
that from a
understand
man.
what the back and
Agreed.
forth is about.
So it's
honestly.
because you're not from here. That's not an American standard. If you care about a woman's body count, you're insecure.
Yeah,
And
that's
you,
how. So
you
when
have
they-
a
I
problem
don't
with
get
yourself.
that. I don't
I'm
get that.
American, African American, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
I
right
don't
now
get
it
that.
does matter, as
You're
I've
here.
argued.
You're here
It
to
does-
wake the rest of them up because they don't
'cause
listen.
I don't understand that stance. Like that makes zero sense. Like you want your kid to look at you and be like, "Hey, mom, Tommy's dad said when he was
You
young,
slept
bro,
with him
like
in sixth
your
grade."
children is
Some
looking at
bully
you
at
crazy. Like
school.
there's no
Right.
need for
Some
all
bully
that.
at
Like
school. Look at Tommy's mom
yeah,
getting
like
railed.
A
there's-
woman, your
yeah,
body
there's
is
nothing-
sacred, as I'm
There's
saying.
nothing.
Imagine you
There's
have a
nothing
kid.
to it.
Imagine you
Are
have
we
a
talking
kid.
about a porn star or just like any human in general?
No, no,
So
that's what
think
he said.
about-
He said-
a horse star.
he
Think about
said
how
she slept
information
with
gets
50
out.
Oh, a horse-
guys.
And she
That are
has.
in the
Porn star.
industry, like you know,
She's
that are
obviously a
famous. You know what I'm saying? That's without counting the guys that no one knows about.
So technically, she is a porn star. Technically, yes.
No, I'm not. And that's what I was saying. The body count situation varies from man to man. A man will allow something that another man will never allow. So it depends on who you're dealing with. It's not a generalized thing. Like that's just the end of the conversation. There's nothing to really debate about.
Yeah.
So yeah, and to kind of bring it back to the person we were talking about, someone asked who this girl is. I believe Logan's fiance is a model. I don't know if she's done anything else, but she was a model. I
Is
don't
it
think
Summer
she
Rae?
was. Huh?
Is it Summer Rae?
No, her name is like Nina
Don't do
or
her
something.
like that.
Don't do her like that.
I love Summer Rae.
Okay, well, what
But
about
hold
like?
on. So to like actually think about this example, like, would Logan even want to show his son like this fight? You know, like in the lead up for it, his son's just gonna find out that he just got made fun of by the entire internet for who he chose as a wife and who his son's mom would be.
Yeah, and he's not a regular person.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You're not. You can't just move and think everything's gonna be okay.
People
No,
picking
everybody
at
knows
everything
you. Like
do, from the
this
way
is
you eat to the way you talk. So your
everything.
lady, they digging up all her tea. And
All the
that
time.
comes with a woman's
Like
value,
Trump's-
with holding your body
like
sacred.
Trump's ex-wife or whatever. They was digging up her Playboys when she was like 19.
Everything. They're
That
gonna
lady
pick up
like
all your
40
stuff. No, that's
something.
facts. When he became president, they started pulling everything out the book.
Everything.
But
And
it's
you
not
want-
even when you hit that level of fame, you should do it before them because your kids are gonna see you
Exactly.
as their hero, as like
Exactly.
they're the person they want to be. So if your kids go back, that's what I hate about like celebrities and stuff. Like when you go onto social media now, their kids are seeing like old throwbacks of their mom's like porno
Bro.
video, or remember today marks 20 years from Kim Kardashian's or so, you know, like stuff like that.
Kardashian's kid found her.
And it's bad, and
Yeah,
it's
she
bad.
was crying about it on the show.
see,
Like, bro, what did you
say-
expect,
Say
bro?
if it wasn't a video, it was just statements somebody made all over Twitter from 2015, like, oh, I slept with her, I did this and that, and it resurfaces. Now your kid's reading this. It doesn't even matter if it's visual or what. You did this, and now
Yeah.
your kid will hear about it no matter what, no matter what. You live in a small-ass world.
They're
Your
gonna
kid's
get
gonna
old
hear about
enough.
how their mom was
Yeah.
ran through. And I'm sorry, a woman just holds a value. Your value is way higher than your man's. Let's not play.
Yeah.
Men are like, you know,
Yeah, aight.
they'll look behind us with that.
Okay.
We're meant to
Hold on.
protect, provide. and
Yes,
defend.
exactly. But a man goes through a lot of different types of women to figure out which one is the right one. And when he settles down, he don't want to settle down with a woman who's being ran through.
Yeah,
That's
knowing
not my
damn-
mom. I don't want my kid's mom to be somebody that was ran through because she could have had it with Billy John Joe and everybody else in the book.
Knowing damn well he
I'm
was
not
out
that
here
special.
sprinting,
Exactly.
Eric, you need a mic.
sprinting on the court.
You'll definitely find someone, but she won't be attracted to you.
And you won't
Yeah.
last long, and that divorce rate will be fucking high.
Yeah.
Like getting women who are ran through, and then a lot of men use that against us good women. But like, well, the last girl I was with, she
Yeah,
did me
that ain't
dirty.
got
Whoa,
nothing
whoa,
to do
whoa,
with
baby,
me,
I
bro.
will bow down to your knees and give you whatever and anything you say you want. Okay,
As long as
and
you're
that's
willing
a
to
fact.
lead
I've
me
done that. I
somewhere.
do that.
So-
but I'm just saying.
Well, okay. Before I even change topics, you said no, right? As well. So why do you say no?
Because I don't understand why I'm not allowed to express my sexuality and go through a lot of experiences with other people. If a man is allowed to, play around and figure out what he likes, why can't I? I don't know that, I don't think that, my value is associated with the number of people I've slept with. I have every right and ability to express myself and experience my life before I settle down with someone. Because I don't want to find myself being like, oh, well, now I'm with someone and I'm thinking about how I didn't get to actually really explore everything. I want to be able to explore. I want to be able to experience. I want to be able to do all the things that, my man is technically allowed to do and is okay by society. But for some reason, if I do it now, I don't have value, I don't have worth, and I'm a whore.
Why can't you?
Who
experience
says
with
it
him,
was
though?
okay for men, though?
This is it, and it's okay though, and it's okay. I agree with you, but I agree with both of y'all. But look, this is where it mashes in. This is where the woman and the man, my bad, have to get to know each other first. Get to know each. Don't go on a date and then fuck. that's not the way to do it. You know, if the woman, you know, is truly keeping her
Her body
I
sacred.
don't want to say Gucci. Body sacred, they're gonna- she's gonna respect herself and the man, you know. But like, if she, how do I word this? It made sense in my head, guys. But
See, that's where I was getting
fall
at
in love
earlier.
first is what I'm trying to say. Get to know the guy, and as well for the guy too. Like, you know, then you'll see if you guys could freaking match up energy wise and mentally, you know, and you're sure the person and the guy, they're sure about each other, then go ahead, you know. If it takes 2 months, if it takes 3 years, like,
But that's
they
the
have
But that
thing,
to
just
be
though.
means
sure.
that just
They
means
have
the
to be
man
sure
has
about
to accept a
themselves.
woman with a high body count then. Because that's the whole point of the question, is that body count being high for a woman. So
Outside of
he
that-
has to be okay with
And,
it.
and honestly,
It's
just body
majority
count being high in
the majority of men are
We
gonna have
we
to
said
be
in
high
general, like men and women,
that's
bro.
that's the thing.
You said the what?
I feel like the majority of men just have to
Have to do what?
So
settle
it's for-
down with someone that has a high body.
no,
count.
you just
Why
gotta
do you
work
feel
hard
that,
enough
though?
to have
Wait. Why do you feel that though?
Because it's only a small category of dudes that can actually get like a higher level woman, and you have to have like a lot of attributes to have that. You know, you got to have your shit together mentally, physically, financially, all this stuff, right?
Right.
And a lot of guys nowadays don't
have that.
They don't have that. They play the victim. They're very feminine, to say the least. Like, they're all up in their
Excuses.
feelings.
I like that. What
feel
you were
me?
saying that.
And like, that's
Yeah.
and
Facts.
the issue always
Can we
comes
say
back.
they in the feelings without saying that they feminine, though?
I mean, I guess. I mean, it is though.
It's a mix. It
sappy.
honestly is a mix of them being in their feelings and then also them not having communication experience with women and then them being too in their feelings to go get communicational skills with women.
If a man doesn't get a woman that's high on the scale because he's not high on the scale, well, what the fuck? You get what you get on your level. Like, you can't be somebody that's homeless aiming for Kim Kardashian. It
Yeah,
don't work
exactly.
like that. You get what you put out.
Yeah.
You attract what you put out. Men are
Exactly.
attracted to women who hold themselves together, and you will find a good man that way.
Mm-hmm.
But a man who doesn't have shit, you're gonna find a woman who ain't got shit.
Exactly. And I
That's
want to
just how
put
it
that
works.
out there just because, like, a lot of, like, whenever I've talked about this on here, females think that that goes for every single guy. Like, no, you have to have certain things to
Right.
you in order to have these requirements.
Right.
You
Right.
gotta be on some, like, a higher level shit. And, like, the higher you go, the higher the levels, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying, of the women you're going to meet are going to go.
Exactly. You're smart.
yeah.
That's smart, sis.
If we're gonna be comparing celebrities, well then can we talk about Cardi B? How she was a stripper before, and now she's married, she has a baby, and the guy cheated on her, but she still
Multiple
stayed
times.
with him. You know, she's still holding her
Well,
family
that's
together.
Offset, man.
Right.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
both are on
I
the
was gonna
same
say.
tier of financial level. So he
Yeah, so
got
that
what
kinda
he
just-
got. So
that
that
just
literally
proved what I
just
said.
an analogy of what he was saying.
Yeah, I just proved what I said again too. It's like
I mean, but we're talking about the principle of like the high body count and it working now, and not getting a.
He has
Yeah,
a high
but if-
body count too.
if Cardi B were to
That's
leave
why,
him,
they're on the same
if
level.
Cardi B were to leave him because of that, then that would even out. Oh yeah, we don't accept hoes. She's literally accepting that.
Okay, but how do we know that the guy who they're making fun of did not have a high body count?
I'm sure Dylan Dennis has a high body count.
And then another
Fucking
thing
worry about
about,
life, though.
and then like about the kids finding things out, like, you know, of course you kind of want to be careful. Like that's like rule number one, you know, like no recording, no picture, right? Like, because I mean anybody can, you know.
But
like,
it could be he say, she say. I could write it on Twitter in 15 minutes. It resurfaces, or 15
mean-
years it resurfaces.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, that can happen. But like, you know, like how you guys were mentioning about the kids finding the videos. Well, you know, first of all, you want to be careful. Like, you know, like I think that's a rule we should all kind of know. Like, be careful. And of course, the high body count doesn't say it's not an excuse for you to just like, you know, do whatever. Like, or you know, like just. I'm not saying it's okay to fuck around. Like, go fuck around with multiple people. I mean, I'm just saying like you have control over yourself. Like, if you want to, you know, like for whatever situation, go ahead if you're exploring or if you know whatever in a different relationships, whatever. I just don't think that the high body count determines your value. But yeah, definitely be careful with the pictures as well. You definitely don't want, you know, like don't want your kids to find nobody want, you know, I wouldn't want to see a picture of my parents.
Right.
So why would you?
Hold on. Before
Whoa,
you,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
sorry.
whoa. Excuse me. So why would you promote? Why would you say having a high body count is not a problem, but then say you don't promote going around sleeping with a bunch of dudes. Because the only way you have a high body count is if you're going around sleeping with a bunch of
not
people.
every guy
That's
you're coming
contradicted.
across is special, and you have this connection with them. Like that's
And that's
how
another
does that
thing.
work?
It's,
You
it's
feel me?
just sex was not meant for us to express ourselves. Sex was meant for us to reproduce. That's
There we
something
go.
that's something you're meant to do with that person you agreed
That's
to make
what
a
I said.
person
That's
with.
why it's so
Explore with that
sacred.
a lot of people
just-
why wouldn't I have 10 fucking babies? Oh my god.
You said how many? Who?
Why wouldn't I have 10? Why wouldn't I have 10?
Had sex before?
Yes.
So where are your children if it's only for reproduction? Where are your babies?
He's a man.
The ones that I was going to marry
Wrong
didn't turn
answer.
out to be so well, so I left.
So, okay.
Put the
but
mic
it's
up to her
not
mouth so she can
So-
hear her talking.
It's 100% to reproduce because I had every intention of you didn't have a mic.
Yeah,
Darn it.
it's okay.
But I had every intention of reproducing. I'm telling you right now.
Right.
But just in general, things didn't work out.
Okay. Same
But
thing with the
it's that's much different from me going around. Well, like what she said, that's much different from me settling down with someone and wishing, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have done it with that person, stuff like that. This is the person that I agreed to settle down with. So this is the person I'm agreeing to make stuff with. You can't have thoughts like that in your head, and even then, that's a misuse of a tool and using it to express the wrong thing. Because you could be angry, have sex. You could be mad and have sex. You could be sad and have sex. You could be tired, have sex. You could be full of energy. There's no way you can't. It's like smoking crack. You can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
Of a word.
Like I said, you could do it anywhere. It's like candy at the fucking grocery store. So it's like to sit here and constantly be that kid who needs. If it was candy, and you're a person that constantly is going around fucking around, you'd be a fucking fat pig. So at the same time, it's like, meet
That's
the
a
person,
visual.
stuff like that.
That's a visual
It's a
of
fucking
it.
visual because it's like we're not promoted to have bodies, dude. There'll be time. I got homies who got ditched just because the sex wasn't good. Now that's a body with a chick that he was gonna commit to, and she fucking ditched him. So now what? Now he gotta go look for another girl. Now he gotta go look for another girl. Now this dude got so much education and game on pussy. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, and you're gonna be attracted to that shit. Instead of the, what are we talking about? Instead of the dudes who are feminine, don't got their shit on track, don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Like those guys that
Hey,
are sitting
let
there.
her
at-
respond. Let
dude,
her
every guy that I
respond.
know that is sitting around complaining about how they don't have a chick or they don't have game, they don't have experience, they don't go out there and try.
Okay.
They have nothing really going. You feel me? There's no confidence behind their personality or their characteristics. They got nothing to show for it.
So I'm not promoting to like just go fuck around, but I'm saying, your if your number is high, it doesn't dictate your value. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not saying, go fuck around. Like I'm promoting like just go fuck every weekend with different guys. Like that's not what I'm
different
saying.
one.
I'm just saying, like your body count doesn't determine your value.
no, we know that you're not saying that, but we're saying if you're.
When you climb above and you put.
So like,
You just drop. That's suffocation.
I need that mic on that side.
Why are you still on mine?
Because you don't need it.
a big thing I want to do is like.
Oh, there's pass those down.
Stuntman shit. This is me.
Oh, you didn't even realize you had.
Alex, pass yours down and then take that. We have 4 over here. We left them with only 2.
Everybody here got a mic now?
BS.
How many inches have y'all over there?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and y'all got 1, 2, 5. Y'all should have that.
It all coexists.
Where you get that skirt from? It is cute though.
Yeah.
I couldn't pull it off. But
Shut up. I hate you.
he said, "Good." You are so on a warning.
I don't even lie. She should be dressing everything. She asked for it.
Wait,
Don't
how old are you?
objectify
Wait,
me, bro.
How old are you?
Bro, don't
How
forget
old are
it's a weapon.
Old enough to object.
But no, in general, like how old are you though? I didn't get your age.
I'm about to be 25 November.
Okay.
Oh, Jésus-Christ de Nazareth. Mais c'est un enfant, putain.
See. Oh, wrong language.
All right, hold on. We got to get back into the show
Let's
here.
go.
So,
Hold up. What
the next-
voodoo did you just put on me?
Spoken French.
So the next question.
Hold on, hey.
Hold on. So the next question that I want to ask is it okay for a person in a relationship to have a best friend who's the opposite sex?
Nope. That's all I'm gonna say.
No.
No, like I feel like if you're like engaging with somebody, then you're gonna like of the other sex are gonna possibly want them. And like I've been told by like this guy I'm seeing that he's like, there is this girl in another state that I was talking to, and he's like, of course I can't do anything because they're far, but like if they met up, they probably would do something, or like he would have the idea of doing something.
No.
So it's just like,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, you could go.
I was just gonna say, does anyone in here have a guy best friend? Like, yeah?
Are you in a relationship?
And he's and he's straight.
Okay, then she's not in a
I
relationship.
was gonna say, is he gay?
He is gay.
Okay,
Well, no discrimination or anything like that. No discrimination.
Yeah,
but
no.
we're saying that don't really count.
Yeah.
He don't want you like that anyway. So it don't count. But okay, we like that. Your honesty, Mama.
Never mind.
Yes, Cynthia, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Why?
I don't know, just I don't really see a guy and a girl being best friends. Like how
I am your best friend. That's why.
yeah, there we go. I'm the best
Like,
friend. I'm the girl best friend.
Right. Why do you need
The
another girl?
relationship, yeah.
Yeah, I think that one's set in stone. Why do you need another woman that's your best friend? You got your mama, your grandma, and me. and your sisters if you got sisters, but you don't need more women on your side. That's just leaving way too much room for Shorty to lean in there and get what she want, and I ain't about to let that happen.
Yeah, and I hate when like the girlfriends want to act protective and jealous of the whoever
Girl,
they're like, no,
girl,
like you
fall
guys
back.
are playing games here. No, like you guys are more than just friends.
Trying to play
here.
house and
Like,
shit when we really doing it. Fall back.
Triggered. Just triggered. Go ahead.
But so what do you guys have to say for like the girls that say they like? I know a few, and I like every time, like I said, we post a video, there's always somebody blabbing their mouth about something, right? So, like, what do you say for the chicks that like that have majority guy friends because it's less drama?
And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't even gonna hold you. I kind of agree with. I don't say have a lot of guy friends because it's less drama, but I do agree with that aspect. Having guy friends is less drama than having females. Like when you hang out with like a group of guys, it's chill, it's mellow.
OD.
You go hang out with a group of girls. She's talking about her coworker that pissed her off last week, and then her baby daddy with Uncle Ray. It's different. It's a lot different in that aspect. But saying that I have a lot of guy friends because they're more chill, that's just using the excuse to be around a lot of men.
Yeah.
Whore.
Whore.
Yeah.
I feel like I grew up around a lot of boys. You know this. I grew up around a lot of boys, but like I said in the last episode, these are guys that like I've grown up with, like parents
They're
know
like
each
brothers.
other. Like we just came up together. We came to this country together, no English. Like we figured out everything together. So I don't think it'll ever be like that. But for me to just go and make a friend and that's my best friend, bro, that's weird. Because think about the concept of a best friend for a second. Yeah, let's think about it. These are the people that you go to when you're like at your lowest. And I feel like once you have a partner, you have someone for that.
Exactly.
That you can't be exposing yourself like that anymore. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Not to say that you have like shit friends or anything, but like you never know people's mental
have a
state.
partner
like,
now,
yeah,
that's
you
what
have
you're there
somebody
for.
that's literally there for you in every aspect
Exactly.
of whatever you guys are building. So
Exactly.
you don't need a reason to now go and confide in someone else. Like I had a situation like that in college, and like homie would go talk to my friends and they'd be like, well, I feel like you should do this because your boyfriend feels this way. How you know what my boyfriend feel and I don't even know what's going on in my own relationship? Like that's
Lack of
messed up. Like
communication.
that creates unnecessary drama. It's not worth it. Like I mentioned before, like if you want, like if it's really your homeboy, you're gonna introduce him to your dude and he's gonna be around the both of y'all. When he has a girlfriend, she's gonna come around. Like it's gonna be like a cool situation.
Right.
It's not just gonna be like, oh no, that's my best friend. And that's a little weird. It's a little weird for me. That's a little too much.
Facts.
You got anything you want to add, baby?
She said, I agree.
Y'all want to add anything?
I don't know what to say right now.
What do you think about it, mamas? Do you think like it's okay to have guy friends? And if
That
you
guy
do or
best
don't,
friends?
why?
I feel like, let's say like I have coworkers, you know, like I have coworkers that like I'm like friends with, but strictly at work. Like it don't get outside of work, you know. But I feel like, yeah, like that best friend stuff, like you have to have like like boundaries, like with any type of female you have. Like you gotta either like let them know you have a girlfriend. You gotta be serious about it if you're gonna even have a girlfriend. If you're like into another girl,
Right.
but like, it just kind of just depends on what type of relationship that is too. Because like, you know, people like this day and age, they just have casual relationships. They're like, oh, like I'm just with this person for right now. Like it might not even be end game. And people like kind of know when they get into a relationship if it's gonna be long term or just for fun.
Right.
But like for long term, like you gotta just like make sure like whatever you do outside of like being away from that person, you're not jeopardizing it.
Right. What you got? Your
So,
relationship.
just making those boundaries with like everyone.
Agreed. What do you think?
I mean, I have like a lot of friends of all gender identities, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Like, I'm not gonna get into a relationship with someone and like stop being friends, especially with someone who's like a man, because I'm with someone now. Like, I can operate in multiple like relationships and have different dynamics with people and like have that level of respect and like have those boundaries and like not have it be a problem, because my friends have been around for a long time.
Right.
They're the ones I love. They know me best, and I hope that the person that I'm like with is gonna like, you know, be around for a long time too and like get to know me as well. But like, I don't want like, I think it's a kind of like a stupid like stigma or whatever that like we have in the US of like, oh, you can't have like friends of the opposite gender. Like, why?
This is the best part. You can have the friend. You can have guy friends. Oh, you can have guy friends.
Yeah.
But your best friend, what do you think of your best friend as? What do you, whoever your best friend is now, XYZ, what do you think of them? What do you run to them for? What are they there for? Why are they your best friend?
Because they like support me. They listen to me when I'm like need to talk about anything. Like, they're there to give like their perspective and insight on like situations I'm dealing with, you know?
Ain't that what your partner there for?
Yeah, but what's to say that like I should, now that I'm in a relationship, I need to dedicate all like only have that person give me those things. I want to be able to have like all like the people in my life offer me those things. Like, yeah, like yet again, there's a different dynamic and a special relationship that you have with your partner, and there might be things that I maybe specifically discuss only with that partner, but like I don't want to like cut out the other people in my life. And I don't know if that comes from the perspective of like, I have spent a lot of time single, so my friends, those are my people. Those are the people who know me. Those are the people who love me. Those are the people that are by my side, no matter if I'm in a relationship or not. So like, I don't want to like cut off or like limit my relationship with people I've developed friendships with just simply because I'm in a relationship now and I'm with a man and they don't want me to like have friendships with men. Like, you know.
That's understandable, girl. I
Yeah.
like that argument.
I like that.
Ain't gonna
I
break
like
it
that.
down.
So let me put it this way then. So if you come across a dude, right, and he checks all the boxes, he's a guy's of your dream, whatever, high value, and then he's not cool with you having guy friends. Now another thing
next
is like
question.
I feel like a lot of girls that have these guy friends, bro, they treat it like a relationship. Like, they're going out to eat with them, they're going out to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're
Photos, videos,
whenever they have a problem with their man, they're going to him to talk about it. So like, he's just gathering all this ammunition. The second he gets that window of opportunity, I guarantee you most dudes would take it.
Like, you don't think that some of your guy best friends are like your best friend because they have some other intention that they're waiting
Like,
out?
sorry, not to cut you off, but like, you don't see dudes being friends with like these ogre-looking bitches. You feel me? Like, I was gonna keep it a buck. Where are they at?
They are, but they also look like ogres.
Okay,
Facts. That's a different scenario.
Yeah, so we had mentioned something on a different episode that I would like your guys' take on. We said that men are only really friends with girls who they find attractive, and women are only friends with guys they don't find attractive. What do you think of that statement?
Not true.
That's
I don't
not
want to
true.
be seen with no ugly ass guy.
Bro,
I'ma
I
keep
don't
it a
even- I
buck.
don't like when my friends don't even dress well. You think I'm a
You feel me? Like you are a
I'm-
representation of me. Like my man is. Like we can't be outside
Respect
looking
is
like.
respect. Doesn't matter what you look like.
It does.
He said respect is yeah, nah.
Yeah,
Looks do
same.
matter to an extent, and I ain't about to be out here with nobody
Stop
looking
the
janky.
cap.
No, he said-
Yeah, like you looking mangled and shit, and you on my arm. They about to be like, why she look like?
No, he's saying
She
that
like
he's saying that
five
you
star.
only like respect people and stuff that you're
Like-
attracted to. It's like
Eric.
respect.
Oh, respect instead of hanging out with.
No,
Yeah,
wait.
it's
Say
just-
your
Cut that
question again. Say your question again.
Promotions I did looked.
So no, he's saying that you usually only talk to or respect or just treat well people you're attracted
Talking
to.
to. I'm not about to talk to no person that don't
No,
carry
just
them-
treating well in general.
Well, you just said talking to. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, wait. We're gonna let
how
you
you
just
talking?
repeat your question one more time, please.
Seth, ask
please.
the question again.
But I could have sworn you said
Whose
basically
question?
like.
Well, the
My
question
question.
was if a guy, like, if she were to come across the guy of her dreams, he checks all the boxes, but he's not cool
Right.
with her having guy friends.
What did
But
you
the
say?
guy.
Yeah. So basically, I just wanted to know if you agree or disagree and why with the statement, the belief that men are friends with girls that they find attractive, and that women, well, at least in general, are friends with guys that they don't find attractive.
And as I answered, no, I'm not about to go out there with no man that looks mangled. When I look good, and I'm not being like, oh, she's all up. No, I know I'm a pretty woman, and I'm not about to be out there with no man that looks janky. They're about to be like,
But that's the homeboy
like,
though.
ew. I'm not making friends with nobody that look like
I
that in the
mean-
first place. You see my girls. I'm not making friends with people who look mangled. That's just not
the
me.
homie, though. What
Don't
if
get me
that's
wrong.
just
I
a
converse with people like that, but they're not my friends. To where
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I mean,
take you out and look.
friend? It's a deep
That's a deep word.
Yeah.
In this generation,
Acquaintances? Do you mean acquaintances?
Yeah,
I'm acquaintances
for
with
sure.
homeless people. I
But
feed them every other month in
friends-
Colorado.
Acquaintances is
But
a
I'm
big
just
word as well,
saying,
that.
friends. I'm not my friends. We hang out with. I drive them. We eat together.
Yeah,
we
ain't
drink
no-
together. We do
we
party
don't do
together.
friends
What the
like
fuck I look like with a homeless guy on my arm with ripped up clothes at the club partying? And I'm not discriminating
No
him for being
offense.
homeless. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, what do I look like?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, why is he
Well,
homeless,
why you
in the
homeless?
first place with them looks? Let's start
Nah,
there.
nah, I mean, everybody.
Let's keep it a buck.
Like, you know, like, let's really keep it a buck. Let's really keep it a buck, all right? None of this charity.
And you
No pun
homeless.
intended.
Shit, baby.
How you look that good and you ain't got no money?
Nah, we live in a day and age where everybody, like, everything around you is a representation of you. I don't care if you are the most down-to-earth person and you just believe in the best. No, bro, at some point in time, someone's environment is going to be used to judge them. So if you're around a specific type of person and they look a little, I don't know,
Mangled.
sure, and you are the one. It's like girls who are purposely friends with females that are less attractive, so they look like the most attractive one in the
Yeah.
group. That's just wrong, bro. Just make friends at your level and carry on.
Or it
Like,
goes
I
back
don't
to
even
your
know why
question
we-
on our last podcast of hanging around females
I do
who
remember
are
that.
hoes. Why would I do that?
It
I'm not
contaminates you by
affiliating myself.
association.
Yes, and it's a little different with an ugly guy. They about to be like, oh, he got money.
Yeah. Oh shit.
He
She
got
only
money.
with him.
That's
Nah,
the first thing. Why
right.
is she with that ugly man when she look like a model? He got money.
Nah, people thinking the worst of
That's
me.
the
They're
first
rebuking
thing.
me in their prayers and stuff. Like, bro,
Exact.
like, I was just trying to be your friend. Now they think I'm with you for your money, and you ain't got money.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
the
just
part.
like
Yeah,
me.
bro,
That's
you
the
broke
joke.
just like me. Like that's why we friends. But damn, no, but for real.
No, it's a no. What do y'all think, Alex?
what
What do
you
you think
think?
about hanging around a person that looks less than you? Let's keep it
Honestly,
above.
like I hear everybody's opinions and thoughts about that. Like I said, everybody has their own way of thinking, but me specifically, like I like pretty people, you know. And no offense again,
Right,
to,
right.
You know, I'm not saying I'm the best looking because I'm not, you know.
Yes, you are.
But I like pretty people, you know, and always been like that.
I will say, like, I feel like that applies for, like,
Everyone.
even when guys go out, bro.
Right.
Like, you don't want to go out with that one homie that's fucking weird and, like, you know, it's gonna, like, be doing
always
shit.
getting the girls.
He wears
away
some
and
slides
stuff.
with some holes in his
Yeah,
socks and
exactly,
shit
bro.
while everybody looking dressed
Like,
up.
there's been certain friends that, like, I feel like I'm like, all right, fine. Now, like, I'll allow you to come to this one party. Let's see how you do. And they, like, we've been chilling all day, and they're wearing the same shit that we've been chilling in all day. They're like, oh, are you ready? I'm like, I'm ready.
Are you?
Are you? I'm like, no, go take a shower, go put on some deodorant. Yo, spray some cologne on, put on a decent outfit, then you
Right.
can step out. But it's like, I'm like, why would I allow my friend to step out like that in the first place? You feel me? I'm being a good friend by letting him know you look like shit.
Facts though. You're that friend that's blunt, like I am.
Yeah, Anima don't hurt my feelings.
We all
a
need that
couple
one
times.
friend, because you're not about to come out wearing that same outfit we wore since 8 a.m. at 9 p.m. It's not gonna happen. Take a shower and get a new pair of clothes.
So to amend the statement that I'd made just a little bit, because I don't necessarily mean in terms of simply looks. I mean, like, I'm not saying that, like, girls who have guy friends are only friends with guys who are ugly, you know? He doesn't have to necessarily be unattractive in the looks department. I mean more in terms of, like, his mannerisms, the way he is, the way he moves, his demeanor.
No, that's not true then. If you're saying females hang out with guys who don't carry themselves well or don't have manners or don't act like men, not true. I don't
Yo,
think
what
that's
are
true.
you saying? I'm having such a
That's
hard
what
time
he's saying. He's
understanding
like
your
saying how you
question.
carry, how a man carries himself. If he doesn't
So
carry
we are
himself like a man,
attracted to how men carry themselves?
no,
I'm
we're
not-
attracted
I'm not
to men who
trying-
don't hold themselves to like a high level. Correct?
Yeah, but I'm not trying to say anything, like, concrete about women.
Like looks
I was
and
just
stuff.
asking your opinions on that because in my own personal experience,
Yeah.
I've seen that, like, in my own personal experience, I can't speak for all
Subjects
people.
to debate. Subjects up to debate.
Yeah, but what's the base of the question? I didn't even get that part. That's what I'm trying to understand.
Wait, say what you were gonna say, because I'm
Yeah,
Yeah,
say
right.
it one more time is what I'm trying to
No,
say.
just
like,
continue. Sorry.
So the simple premise is just that the idea that, you know, men. Well, let me at least ask what your opinion on the other side of things, because we've been talking about one side of what I said. What
Yeah.
about the other side? Do you believe that men are only really going to resign themselves to a friendship with a woman if he finds her attractive in general?
No.
It depends on the man, the guy. It depends.
Yeah,
They
I-
are.
Yeah, that varies. Some men like to hang out with older women from their jobs, and that's cool. I don't care. That's your friend, whatever. But I don't know if you would make that your best friend. I don't know. I
men,
don't think so. No.
men are attracted to things that look new. For a change of perspective. I don't think it matters on if you're a good person or not. Y'all don't usually be concerned about that most of the time.
Unless
Because
you're
you'll
trying to
put up
get
with
cuffed,
it.
you know, if we're trying to
No,
cuff
but
them,
some
then
of
that
y'all will
matters.
put up with the worst, bro. Like, don't even cap. Like, some of y'all will put up with the worst of the worst.
I know, but those guys are
in the
usually
Instagram
pushovers.
picture.
Those guys are usually the ones that are pushovers and are going to submit to the chick. She's not going to submit to him, and that's exactly why it goes about it. Like,
Yeah, but to say that every man is more drawn, I would say, to women that are just prettier. No, men are drawn to whatever the hell they're drawn to.
Facts.
Whether
Facts.
it could be, oh, she got a place I could stay at for a couple months. I'm gonna just play this role real quick. It be
Yeah.
based off every and
It's
anything.
anything.
Like
It
there is,
varies.
it's not necessarily attraction. It's you know, if there's an opportunity there for something to gain.
There's some who do it out of attraction, but then there's some who do it out
Who
of
just will
whatever
do
they
it
can gain
just-
from it.
yeah. just out of whatever.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll agree with it.
You agree with what?
That it varies. That men are
varies.
attracted to whatever's in their best interest, basically.
Like, not, that's the thing, bro. Like the average dude, like, you're not sitting here having this chick and that chick to pick from. You're gonna get what what you're gonna get.
Exactly. So it's not. You guys continue to talk about this as a thing as if we pick girls like flowers. It's up to the girl at the end of the day if she wants the man. You feel?
But you picked her.
No, but
you
it's
picked
up to
her.
the
You
man
sh-
to
you
pick
sh-
a wife.
You shoot your shot at her for her to even know that you were like interested or
Interested.
anything
You
like
kick
that.
off
So
the
no, the man
process.
did pick that woman, or else why? How would she know? How was she even connected?
Bro.
You know.
Back it
You
up.
went out there
Back it
first.
up.
You maybe winked at her or looked at her side eye or was like
And she
dancing
was
with
like-
her. But you initiated it or you did something to let Shorty know you was interested. A man does that.
So
A
because-
man. Let's use that word.
But
right.
again, a man does do that.
Uh-huh.
But it's up to the woman to let the man proceed after that.
Oh, I see where you're coming
Certainly.
You can do you can do that all the time, but at the same time it's like you're like they get whatever men are attracted to, whatever they're attracted to. No, you got a fat ass and it's coming at you. You got big titties. Dudes is coming at you. Y'all know what we're attracted to. And even on the emotional side, y'all know what we're attracted to.
Certainly.
That innocent type of type of chill back vibe. You know what I
Could
mean?
never be me.
You
I don't
ain't,
know no man
hey, we
attracted
ain't
to
had a
that.
conversation about, oh my God, I've sucked so much dick this week. I think my neck's about to. We don't have those type of conversations. I know girls who have those type of conversations. So no, like certain level, actual men
I
are
don't
not
hang
gonna
out
put
with
up with
females like
certain
that.
shit.
Sir, who do
But
you have around you,
Right.
sir? I'm a little concerned.
There's a reason I'm very calm until I
Yeah,
start
I
talking.
can. I'm sorry.
But in general, men, we're kind of looking for the same thing. So it's not like, oh, we're just looking to get what we can get. We're either looking for pussy or we're looking to keep you. So like, I don't know a lot of dudes who, I know a lot of dudes, yeah, they'll be having sex with a chick just to stay at her house, yeah. But he liked that girl at the end of the day.
Well, I thought we were talking about best friends. I didn't think we were talking about relationships. I thought we said like they tolerate, they hang out with women, not specifically looks, but just because of what?
Yeah, but you were
Whatever.
talking about like what men are attracted to and like why men would have sex with a certain woman. We're having sex with that woman because she's letting us have
I
sex
ain't
with
say nothing like that,
We
baby.
wasn't talking about
I ain't
sex,
say nothing
love.
like that.
His question was
We was answering
not-
his question. I ain't say nothing about no sex. I don't care about that.
He said, "What are
absolutely
what are
right.
men?
I swear y'all
What
was
are
talking
men?
about that.
What
We
are
wasn't.
men
You said-
drawn to?"
You said men are attracted to whatever that they're attracted to.
Yeah.
You said
Yeah,
that
like
some,
old lady- no,
you
we-
said that some dudes will put up with a lot of ignorance
I didn't say that.
just to get some pussy.
I did not say that. Where are you getting these words from?
Pussy.
You said a man will put up with
I
a
think
lot.
you mixing
You're
words
thinking about
between
it
people or
too much.
something because I never
Did she not-
I never
Did
said
she
anything
not say
like
that to you that a man will put up with a
no.
lot?
I think
and
you're
then it was-
mixing
She said-
Clarice's words.
She
I
said
never
that
said
a guy
that.
will like sleep with a chick and then play his
just
role
to
stay
get
somewhere.
just to
with her.
get a
so-
place to stay.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying that men are attracted to a certain thing.
I
and
know,
not
but
a
you're
lot of
talking.
men
We're
do
talking
He's
like
going
in,
way
in
off.
that situation.
Yes.
We're talking about the bottom
Right.
That
tier,
is
bro.
the
That's
bottom.
not even the average guy. The average guy isn't sleeping
Bro.
around.
No.
nobody to
And
get a
that's
place
what
to
I'm
sleep.
saying.
Bro.
We fuck who we can. We're getting what we can because the chick is letting us sleep.
It's
with
not
her.
even just fucking. You ain't gotta have sex with this lady. It's just the fact that
You could just leave
were-
her
you
on,
attracted
like-
her and you're like, this is somebody I like to hang out with. She's my friend. Was it all sexual, or was it because she got money, or was it because she had a car, or was it because she had a house, or was it because she know how to cook?
you just
she got
go
a fat
where
ass
you-
and titties.
the-
That's what we're saying. We're not saying it's all just about that one category of sex. We're talking about there's so many aspects that a man keeps onto a woman and calls her his best friend or whatever he associates himself with her for that. It's never because, oh yeah, she's just my good friend. She's like my sister.
Yeah, she
And
really
see,
knows
and that's
how to
what I-
talk
And
to
that's
me.
what I was saying too. When he says that's his best friend, but yet he still stick around and he stay with her, he likes that girl.
Certainly.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's also what I was getting into.
Oh, okay.
yeah, for sure.
But just in general, it's like, yeah, it's like we only want a few things. So it's like the house and the money and stuff. I don't know, feminine ass dudes want a girl to take care of them financially. That's a little weird.
Is that feminine for a
That's a
woman to
little
take care of her man?
It's not feminine for a woman to take care of her man. It's feminine for a woman to be only providing for her man and her man not providing shit back.
Like,
I mean, shit. If you just want me to be a stay-at-home dad and I just go do my own thing, make my own money, and you take care of me, that could work. But but you seem like somebody who wants to be taken care of, no?
Me?
Yeah,
I like a protector, but I don't need to be taken care of, baby.
but you want to protect her, so you got to be taken care of.
I want to be protected, sure.
To be protected is to take care of you.
In a sense.
Take
Taking
care
care
of
of
me to
somebody
an
can be
extent,
financial,
though.
physically,
extent.
mentally, and my man checks all those boxes. But he doesn't have to always
yeah, I
provide for
want
me
it all.
financially.
I ain't picking nothing.
He doesn't have to provide for me
I
financially
respect
always.
that. I respect that.
We're human. We're human. He's just like me, kinda. He just holds a higher standard in our relationship.
Big
but
bird.
he ain't gotta be the person who's the breadwinner. The fuck? No.
Hey, me on the
It
other
would help.
hand,
It would help.
baby, you could do whatever you got.
It
to
would
do.
be nice.
You could protect it all. You could win all the bread you need to win.
Whatever.
Me, I will be in the back baking cookies, playing in the yard with the children. That's what I want. And I don't care how nobody feel about it. You want to go to work? Be my guest. I will call you for brunch on Sunday. I will see you when I see you. That's me and Halima right there. I tell her that all the
You don't
time.
work on
Like,
Sundays.
I
That's
will
the worst
call
day.
you for some brunch, something,
We'll link
while I
up
tell you
then.
about why I almost murdered my husband, and you give me tips on how
We're
not
two
to do it.
different women.
That's it.
But-
but that's my girl though.
Facts. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
We're two
that's
different
it.
women, but we still respect our relationships the exact
Yeah.
same. We bow down to our men the
Yeah.
exact same.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, because you already know. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, We still think in those two different aspects. She wants to be like a stay-at-home mom, cook,
For
provide,
sure.
all that stuff. Me, I don't mind being a stay-at-home mom, but I'd love to go out there and be a lawyer. I'd love to make a change in the world as being a lawyer. I can make a change at home being a mom, certainly, and I'll make time for that. But I want to be out there being a lawyer for our community, for everybody. That's what I'm
sure.
passionate about. That's what makes me thrive. That's what makes me wake up just motivated. So I don't want to change that.
So then I just want to ask you a question. So once the children do come around, is that going to be a priority as being a mother?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My kids come first, always. Now, if me and my husband come, or my boyfriend at the time, whatever it is, we come to an agreement and he says, like, okay, you make more, I think it's just best. And I don't mind staying home with the kids until they're this age. Whatever agreement me and my partner come to, 110%. Because we met 50-50. It wasn't like, oh, he bitched out and I told him, hey, I'm going to work. And you stand with these goddamn kids. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, hey, babe, whatever works best. You want to do 2 days, 3 days, whatever works for our schedule, whatever works for us. That's what I'll do. If I'm the breadwinner, then it only makes sense for me to go out there and make the money rather than having him struggle to make as much as I would in less time and him working OT just to take care of us when I could be out there. And it's not like I mind that. I don't mind providing for my family, but I also don't mind my man bringing in money too.
Yeah.
I don't stay at home mom, cool, I'll do it. I'll raise my kids the right way. But if it's not necessary and he wants me to go to work and he can hang out with kids, 110%. It doesn't make him a simp. It doesn't make him feminine.
Any less of a
like,
man.
he's still a man.
Yeah. I feel like that's where we all get messed up, right? We have people who have generalized everyone's opinion to fit in a freaking box. It's like, no, bro. Whatever works for you and your household works for you and your household. Can't nobody tell you nothing. So
Why you
do
say
you,
that?
boo.
Why you say that,
I'm just
sis?
saying, I'm saying, as far as the man staying at home, taking care of the kids, cooking and baking, you
He ain't got to cook and bake.
No.
He ain't got to cook and bake unless he know how to cook and bake.
no, for real, because don't burn down the house
Cause
now.
please, baby, just wait. I'll order y'all some food
Yeah,
while
I
I'm
got
at
you,
work,
bro.
or I'll even cook for the next day. We women know how to prep our men.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
we know how to make storage. The good women. So it's not necessarily about that. But think about it. Says if you had a kid with somebody, and say you had a kid with fucking Megan Good, right? And she obviously makes more money than you do. She's beautiful. She obviously makes more money than you do, And say you're in your predicament you're in now, you're starting up. She makes more money than you. Why would she stop her job and what she does on a daily so you can go out there and try
barely
to
make
at
what she
least
makes?
make?
You're
something
missing
she
a really
makes?
big factor on that, miss.
But hold on, I want him to answer my question, sir.
Well, in a theoretical world, I mean, how much does she make?
Okay, so say
Let's
she
talk
makes
about it in
no,
realistic
let's
world.
keep it up. Let's say she makes 1.5 million a year.
Right now?
Year, right now. And you only pull in 75K a year. Let's do that. Go ahead.
I don't know. It might be an ego thing. It probably is. But even with that, I wouldn't be able to sit back and my mentality, it would just be bad for my mental health.
All right, what is it?
Mi nombre es Clarissa.
Mucho gusto, Clarissa.
I'm closer. Don't be scared, dude.
Well, y'all got right.
No, he's about to come back. Ain't he?
No, he's not.
No, we're the
That's
fifth
your
one
mic
without
now.
him.
Oh, okay, okay. You can take your mic, baby.
All right. So now I got. So the topic I want to talk about now is men that are overly emotional. So.
Go ahead.
Hey man, I saw an opportunity.
Hey, you went and grabbed it. Ain't nobody mad at it.
But for real though, because a lot of guys, whenever a girl, for me personally, right, whenever a situation occurs, and especially if I feel disrespected or a girl stepped out of line with me, I simply just tell her that I'm just gonna go a couple of days, maybe weeks, months, years without talking to you. That's it. It depends on the extent of the situation, right?
Right.
So it's if it's something serious, then yeah, I'm gonna be all right, look, you mad, I'm mad. I'm not gonna talk to you today. I'll talk to you tomorrow, type shit, right? So it's that's how I'll go about it.
Don't leave gaps in between. Excuse me. Don't leave gaps in between. When you guys are upset with each other, that's where that communication part comes into play. You need to communicate. You need to get on the same level as one another. That's just end of it. I mean, what? You don't think that, Clarice?
No.
Go ahead, talk.
All I'm saying is, if one person's hot, one gotta be cold.
No, that's not necessarily
That's how,
the case.
no, I feel like that's how you avoid a lot of disrespect, unless it's a situation where neither part, like whoever is making an effort to communicate, they're not being met. Then that rises up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that rises up different type of emotions. But like, you can't, like, whatever happened to get to that point. Sometimes every action has an equal but opposite reaction. Okay, so you got to look at the stem of that. Okay, and like Halima said, you can't just be leaving gaps between situations. That's how, like, what if something happens and you lose that person and then you ended it on bad terms because you wanted to be a little angry little butt about a situation that you could have easily discussed and just ended it right there and then. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like self-accountability is also deep in this category, and self-awareness as well. You got to know your limits and your boundaries and shit you won't put up with.
Right.
You feel me? And that's just that.
Also, I like to, like, when I get into arguments with, like, anybody, I'd be like, what do you want to get out of this? Like, what's your goal? Like, what are you trying to get out of this? Like, why are you arguing with me?
Right.
Like,
What's the point
like,
of this?
You got to put your ego aside because, like, I'm very prideful, and that's something that I need to work on. I'll be like, nah, fuck you. Fuck your mama. You feel me? Like, no, but, like, just got to kind of, like, just like, what do you want out of it? Because then at the end of the day, like, like, why are you arguing?
Why are we arguing when we can literally just dead this
Yeah, I
down?
will say, I'll put it this way.
Let's
Like,
go
if you're in a
small.
relationship, then yeah, this whole going a day or two without
That's a
talking,
no-no.
Yeah, you can't do that, right? So yeah, I feel like if you're in a relationship, the best way to go about it is if it gets too heated, it's just like step away, going to, you know what I'm saying, for a little bit, and
Right,
come
right.
back to it.
Breather.
Now, I have seen situations, like, even like experience I talk about is, like, I was out with some friends at a bowling alley, and one of the girls that was there, like, her boyfriend started spamming her shit like crazy, like texting, calling, you feel me? Like, I mean, for a cool, like, 20 minutes straight before she even got back to him. And it was just because, like, we were, and it wasn't that she didn't want to. It was just like we were in public. We were all, there was a group of people there.
Right.
So it's just, it's not the time and place. And then, so, like, what dudes that do that? Like, what do you think? Like, what's your opinion on that?
You need to know boundaries. When you're out and about with your folks, I don't need to be. I just want to make sure you're okay. That's all I need to know. Other than that, I'm not about to sit there and blow up your stuff because I know where you're at. I know you're with friends. You're at a bowling alley. You're doing a podcast. You're doing whatever. I know where you're at. I trust you. I feel like a big factor of that is trust. When you don't trust your partner, what are you doing? Why aren't you answering my call? It's been 20 minutes. And it's like, why are you obsessing? Breathe. I literally was talking to some friends. I'm not on my phone like that when I'm in public, when I'm doing stuff. When I'm with friends, I'm interacting with them as if I was with my partner. I'd be with you. I'm not looking at my phone, you know? Yeah. So an understanding on, like, where we go, like, our boundaries, understanding trust and boundaries is huge with that.
This is where I feel like really getting to know your person also comes into it. Because, if you have to text that girl and spam her phone like that, like, whatever it is that you're holding on to, it's not worth it, bro. At this point, you're damn near losing your mind because you don't know where shorty's at. No, honestly, though,
it's true.
that is not okay. Like, and you, as a human being, you're also valuable. You're supposed to have peace. You're supposed to be comfortable in your relationship and have trust. If you don't have that for reasons of the past or just issues that you have, you need to dead that. I mean, shoot, wrong person, wrong time. You got the lesson out of it, move on. Don't allow yourself to go that, like that. Don't get me wrong, old me, definitely, like, where you at? Like, why are you not answering? But, like, as I grew up and I've experienced things, it's like a big part of that just came from, unhealed wounds, I feel like, for me personally. So, like, it was hard for me to trust or whatever. So when I got with this person that I'm now with, I was very honest about it from the get. Like, the most raw, uncut version of myself is a hurt little human that likes to cry. So if things get out of hand and I stop talking, leave me alone. If you don't leave me alone, I'm going to start to cry. And when I cry, I can't talk. Now you got to leave me alone for a longer period of time. You feel me? Because, like, it's that's where I was talking about learning your partner. Like, you got to know each other's, like, way of communicating. Like, I have a partner that's not going to tell you right away when he's upset. He got to find the best way to tell you what he wants to tell you without offending you. Because I'm sensitive. One wrong word is a whole different issue that you just started. You feel me? So I'm very delicate in that sense. So when you're coming to me with an issue, like kind of come with it and like kind of explain to me where I was wrong or whatever, so I can meet you halfway. Don't just be mad and expect.
Right.
I'm not Houdini. You know, I hate people who
Right.
have those expectations. Like, you should know why I'm mad.
Right.
Like, bro, no,
Right.
bro.
I can't read fucking
I don't
minds.
know what's wrong with you.
Telekinesis
I
and
woke
shit.
up and made some toast this morning and went on about my day. I don't know why you're upset. You know, like, learn to talk. Like, it's okay to communicate. I feel like
communication
that's how
is
like
it.
the older generation like kind of had longer relationships. They didn't have Instagram to throw shots at each other.
Exactly.
It was just you and her in the house with a wired telephone.
And you find
You
out
gonna
what's
talk.
wrong.
Like, you're gonna have to talk it out and figure it out and
Exactly.
whatever, you know. And some of us just, you know, we be giving up at that point. Like you said, like, I ain't talking to you for 2 years. 2
Man
years
said
from
a
now,
couple
I'm gonna
weeks
hit
to
you
months.
up.
See, and that's some games. That's some games.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
not
Like,
fair.
We don't have time for that. We
Not
have
at
to
all.
communicate. We have to come
Exactly.
down to why do you feel this way, and why did you do that, and how do you feel, and okay,
How we
let's
can resolve
relax
this.
here. Let's find something, and
Yeah.
let's come to the conclusion.
I
If,
feel like-
if it's something that we think it's worth saving,
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
If you're on that player shit, like, go find that somewhere else with some people
Right.
that don't want
Right.
a
Yeah,
relationship, you know,
yeah.
a stable relationship. Because
Right.
you're committed to the conversation, to everything. You have
Right.
to put your all. You have to put down your pride, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
that
no matter
ego.
how
That-
uncomfortable
the
you
ego,
are, bro, you're
you
gonna
know?
have to put that down and just it like she said, like Alex said, like if it's really worth saving, you're gonna put it aside.
Right.
Yeah.
And
because-
figure it out.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Meet
to
each
figure
other
it out.
halfway.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right on the borderline, where I'm gonna wait
I know.
For you, what I've been looking
Chill out
down.
before we get hit with a
Night
copyright.
and day,
Cause my heart's to the limit, and this is where I stay.
I don't even know.
No, but that was a moment, Loki. But no, yeah,
Bye.
like I feel like our generation, like I don't know what happened. But
Right though.
honestly, I don't know what happened. I feel like our generation of men
gonna be a
kind of got
good one,
traumatized at the same time. Or something happened globally that made the shift, because a lot of young men
I'll
that
say
I
social
meet,
media.
yeah, a lot
Exactly,
of
that's
young
exactly
men
what
that
it
I
is.
meet are like emotionally underage. It's like you throw tantrums. Like you cannot sit through a difficult
Immature.
conversation.
You're immature.
It is so hard. Like some people be like, yeah, you know, I'm a grown man. Yeah, with your homies. But when I tell you about yourself, you start squirming.
It's the
when
thi-
you talk about you tripping.
He's
No,
a grown man in certain
Yeah, in
situations. He
certain
might be a grown man when it
situations.
comes to making that grown man money.
Yeah,
but he's not
but
a grown
like
man
to
when it
have a
comes to
conversation
taking like
or emotions, lacking.
taking responsibility.
Being a
Lacking.
human being, man. Like, be a human being.
That's exactly what it is.
Women and men, be a
I feel
human being.
it's-
Stop thinking about pride. Stop thinking about like, oh, I'm gonna look like this, or I'm gonna look weak, or oh, if I
Yeah,
cry,
just
like,
go
no.
for it, bro.
Replay
It's
the
life.
last
Don't cry, you little
podcast.
bitch.
He said, "Don't cry, bitch."
Like, you can cry on your own, maybe in front of your close homie.
Yeah.
Wait,
But in
you
front
rather
of your girl,
No,
like,
see,
do you
this
think?
is-
No, listen.
You have to
Do
replay
you
that
think
now.
the great, like, warriors from the ancient time, like Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan, were fucking caught crying in front
Yes.
of their bitch? Fuck no.
Yes.
Bro.
A true
don't think
king.
about that either.
A
Wait,
true king
so
will
you would
always
never cry in
humble
front of your
himself in
chick?
front of his queen.
Like,
Was it-
dude,
were there
it would
like a
have to
little
be
tear?
something. Like, it would have to be something that, like, I get a phone call and she's sitting right there, and even then, like, dude, I've been put in those kinds of situations. Like, I just have control.
Why
Yeah.
though? What makes you
I don't
feel like
think it's
that's not
control.
okay?
It's a
It's not that I
wall.
don't find it okay. It's like, for me personally, it's like it's honestly like an ego thing. It's like I don't want to look weak, and to me, it's not necessarily that you like it's weak to cry, but like you got to do it at the right place at the right time. And I believe that if you're like a true like not even say masculine man, if you're just a grown
True man. Right.
and you got control over your emotions, you got control of yourself, then you know not to do that.
But what is your woman there for? What is your woman there
I mean,
for?
I'll talk to her
That's-
about it,
But you can't
it's like,
you
I'm
can't
just
break
not-
down to her. Well, you gotta hold it till you see your buddy in 2 months. Like you
I
can't
gotta
be
say-
emotional and let it out. Then
All I gotta say is
That's not
Like,
BetterHelp.com.
no. That's the thing. It's like it's not that I'm not.
Get you a
I don't get
therapist,
like
bro.
that. It's like I only get like that if I was talking to him or if like I was talking to Riley. within that group, then yeah, I'll let it. I'll let
Right,
my
but your
emotions come out.
woman is more valuable than him.
I don't think
or
he's
Riley.
there yet.
Look, man.
No.
And look, I mean, in a sense of, you're not about to start a family
Well,
with this man. He's not your number one priority. No, like, listen to me, because I use the same instance when I talk about my girls. I be like, yeah, I love my girls, but I'm not putting her before my man. I'm
Well,
trying to
yeah,
have a
yeah.
family and get married to this man, not you. So your woman is on a higher tier than your buddies, unfortunately. And she should be, if you
yes.
decided to put her label her as your woman, you should
And
be holding
if-
her at that higher
And
standard.
if your homies
For
don't
certain
understand
aspects,
that or
right?
don't push you towards that, they're not good friends.
That's the thing. She'll know what's going on.
But
It's just kind of like
emotional.
what she says. Like your dude needs to wait and he needs his time. He needs to wait for the right time. He needs to get himself under control first. And that's the thing. And when I get under control, those emotions don't come. It's not that I'm sitting here like damn nearly shedding tears and I'm just like fighting it back. Like, no, I naturally don't. It doesn't happen because I'll get the news, whatever it is that I'm feeling. I'll sit on it. I'll think about it. Once I get level-headed, then I'll go and conversate with her. about
Right.
it.
I thought the whole thing. Though,
I don't
was
think
like,
he's
we
there
can't
yet, bro.
You don't want to get emotional in front of
I
your.
just
You don't
don't
want to
think
cry
you're
in front of your
there
woman.
yet.
That was the thing. Like
Yeah.
crying in front of your
I'm gonna
woman.
avoid it as much as I can, but
Yeah,
with you,
no,
like, I'm a
you're
human
not there
being.
yet.
Right,
You
exactly.
never
Okay,
know.
okay. So you would do it if it happened. Like if something happened and you had to get emotional. It's not like
I don't think
I'm holding these tears back.
Yeah, no, I'm not
like
gonna
you're
super-
like
So I'm like,
right.
no,
So you gonna
bitch,
let it
you know,
out.
like,
Right.
It's
Okay.
just gonna be like maybe a few teardrops, and then
But
I'm
you
like,
do know there's
gosh.
nothing wrong with that though.
Yeah, but this guy right here, I see and I think, I'm assuming.
I just think
that
he's
you
not
just
there
have
yet,
that-
yo.
No.
There's
you
no
just have
way.
that really strong, I want to and I have to provide.
Yeah.
Because I need to be that man.
Very
That's
masculine.
what I feel. But like, you have to understand that you can cry.
Right.
You have to cry. You have to cry in front of us, man. 'Cause,
It's
like,
okay though. That's the thing.
No.
Well, not you're like we're in front of your woman though. Like
Girl,
he's like,
girl,
well, I've
girl.
been holding this back.
No, because then your girl's gonna be feeling like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why is he?
Why doesn't
she's
he
gonna
feel
find
like
out
running to
sooner or
me?
later, like,
Then
the
you
truth
gotta
Right.
comes
sit
out.
there and explain to her, yeah, babe,
I don't
I'm sorry.
feel comfortable
I don't really
because
feel
I'm no
comfortable
simp.
crying in front of
it's
you.
not even like that.
Just a
bro.
couple tears
It's
a
just
year.
The way I look at it, it's just
Right.
like
On
if
Christmas.
you're like a leader, right? Then you just have to maintain a certain role.
You
That's
know,
just it. But
some
like
of
I
the
said,
strongest.
if it's my girl, right? and
This is
it's
not
like-
your girl. This is your woman.
Yeah, okay.
This
Right,
is
it's
the
a woman.
This is
My-
the
okay, yeah.
woman.
If it's like a
who-
wife who I'm-
whose ribs
like-
your ribs is where she was created. That type of connection. I'm not talking about the shallow stuff that we
Okay,
talking about.
If it's something that deep,
Yes.
then yeah, there's gonna be a possibility.
Yes.
that
Hey,
she's
this
gonna-
man said, I might sneak a
That-
possibility or
no,
two.
no, Halima. That's what I was saying. I don't think he's there yet. I don't think you've had that yet. So it's kind of hard for you to imagine yourself
Have
in
you?
that situation.
Well, I've
As
had
you
one.
grow, no.
Dude, yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah,
G. Like,
yeah,
I don't
as
want to
you
expose.
grow-
I'll tell you
Like,
off
I don't
camera.
want to
I'll
put
tell you off
myself.
camera.
Okay.
For real, as you grow and as you go forward in life, you will encounter situations and specific losses that calling him will be the hardest thing for you to do, and calling her will be the easiest
Easiest.
thing for you to
And
do.
the most
I'm
weightlifting
talking
thing ever.
No.
Look,
I'm
See,
I'm not laughing because I think it's funny.
Oh my
It's
No,
just-
you can't. No, you know what that's what I'm saying. You can't even see that. You're just like that. Yo, that's wild.
Yeah.
Because you're
No,
not
like-
there yet, bro. I'm telling
No,
you.
Devin, do you
there's
agree
this
with your
situa-
friend?
I agree with him completely.
Why?
No,
though?
listen,
Okay.
You see?
I'll use two scenarios that have actually. So last year,
Okay.
beginning of 2022, right?
Yeah.
I had a birthday. It was on the 29th, and then like at midnight, one of the individuals that was there was a close friend. He was driving back home, fell asleep behind the wheel. He
Oh my God.
passed away.
Oh
right?
no.
Okay.
The very next day, like I had a date set up with this one girl. So I was like the whole entire from morning to like nighttime, I was with Riley, and we were both like we knew him, everything he knew him. Like
Wait, where's Riley?
Riley's at home right now.
Oh, I thought y'all were saying that was him. I was about to say, oh my God.
No, what are you talking about? I
Because you
last
said
year.
everybody knew Riley, and I'm like, wait,
Oh,
are we
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
Riley then?
I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Sorry,
His
y'all.
name was Wesley.
Okay.
So yeah, so that happened, but like the next day, like at nighttime, I still went out with this girl, and I talked to her about it, but it's like I was like definitely on the verge of like, you know what I'm saying? But it was like I
Right.
was just able to control it, and it
Right.
wasn't like I really wanted. It's like it's weird. It's like with me. It's like I just don't have that in me. to,
No,
like-
let me ask
She's
you
a
this.
stranger, though. That's
Yeah.
why.
But
No,
then,
no,
hold
let
on.
me-
But then there's a second
Yeah,
one. Like,
I'm not
Yeah.
getting
this-
emotional
even
when a
like
stranger.
A few months, it was like I don't know how long it's been, like 4 or 5 months maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Down in Brazil, my biological dad, he got fucking he got shot dead, bro.
Oh man, I'm
So
sorry.
then, like that same day, like
Right.
the girl that, like, you know, whatever's
right.
going on,
Right.
I went over there and talked to her about it, and then like she said, like after I got done talking to her about it, she literally looked, she said the same thing. She's like how the fuck did you say all that and didn't shed a tear? It's like, I don't know, dude.
Because
It's
she
like,
expected you to be emotional because it's
Yeah.
okay to be emotional
That
to
is
things
me
like
being
that.
But let me ask you this:
Yeah, bro.
if she would have, if you were with someone, or if in that moment those young ladies dug deeper at that emotion,
It would've cracked you.
Do you think you would have cracked? Because you
It
would have
would've cracked
cracked.
you.
I know you would have
You
cracked.
can hold but so much in before you start feeling
If
comfortable
she
with that
starts
person and like
digging
crack.
at those questions, would you be able to?
I
you
will
would
say this: it's
crack.
not to say that I have never ever shed tears in front of a woman. Like with like my ex, the one that I dated for a while.
Right.
Yeah, there was a couple of moments here and there where
Certainly.
like
Yeah.
yeah, she saw it.
Yeah.
But due to that, that's what made me sit back and be like, man, like I just don't feel right. Like I don't know, dude.
That's only because you don't.
It might
feel
be an ego
comfortable.
thing, too,
No,
though.
you didn't
That's-
feel.
Or maybe you were
Because
not.
when you meet her,
It's
your
like
ego's
this
gonna
is not a
be-
therapy session, man.
Now it is. Or maybe
No,
you just didn't
because
feel
when you
comfortable
meet
about
her-
it. Because the right woman will cope you so well to make
I'm
you feel like, oh
telling you,
man,
bro,
this woman
I'm
just made me the better
telling
version
you.
of me. She spoke this into me. We're kind of like therapists for our men.
Yeah, literally.
So if you would have spoke the right things to her and she
Every
would have dug
Friday,
deep and asked the
9
questions a
a.m. to
therapist
about
would have
9
asked, she would have cracked you and she would have been there to cope for anything and everything that happened.
Stop getting.
That's
I want to
what
hear
happened.
what do you have to say.
But I do
Like,
want to
do
hear
you-
what your
do
boy
you
Dev
see
got to
where
Now
I'm
let's
say.
get
at,
another
right?
male.
No, so
Because he agrees with him. So
Yeah,
let me
I
hear.
see exactly where you're at. I think it's the same sort of thing with me where I don't really think I really have that in me, you know. And the easiest example for things like this, emotional things that hit you so hard that you would cry, is, you know, instances of death. Those are the two examples you mentioned, right?
Right.
I haven't really had an instance where someone died since Wesley, but I didn't know him as much as he did. That's where I went to high school with Wesley. I knew him for that birthday party and prior night, but I thought he was a really stand-up dude. And we had a lot of plans actually, and it sucked. But I would say the biggest hit that I took other than that was back when I was 15 and I lost my mother to cancer.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I have several different perspectives on it that I don't really ever hear any other people say, right? You know, like you ever hear people say like, the worst part about cancer isn't what it does to you, it's what it does to people around you.
Yeah?
I found, me personally in my experience, I would say that my brother would probably feel the same way. It was the opposite.
Why?
Because if I had lost my mother in a car accident and it was just quick, boom, I would have been destroyed from that, right?
Facts.
But because I had the ability, you know, from a certain perspective, I got to watch my mother, her health decline over
Right.
the course of about 5 to 6 months. And that allowed myself and my brother to come to an acceptance of that. She slowly transitioned out of our lives to the point where we weren't, you know, emotionally wrecked like that.
Yeah.
Now, I won't just say that, like, you know, all men should be like that, because my father was fucking destroyed by that.
Right,
you know?
right.
It's a very different thing for him to go through that versus me and my brother to go through that.
Right.
But I don't really think that I don't remember myself ever really crying over that.
Yeah.
I'll admit, you know, like even right now, you know, like there's obviously emotions that spin in your mind about it, but it doesn't really put me to that place. And I've had several different conversations where I go through and process the emotions that I had around it. And I don't really say that I ever remember myself getting emotional to that degree.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what stage did she have? What did she have?
So it was actually the second time she had dealt with it, because 4 years prior, she had beat cancer. And
Breast? Is it breast or like what?
It was breast cancer the first time around. And then the second time was quite the unfortunate set of circumstances. It began in a March after she was playing with my dog, and my dog bulldozed her knee. So she started having knee problems. And then that was March, and then it was, I believe, it was June or July, where they had found an operation that would, you know, help her knee. And they did a screening prior to that where they had found out that cancer had returned, and it had returned in a myriad of different places. It was in the breast tissue, bone marrow, liver, lungs. I think it was all over the place, and it was too widespread.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, and I'm only gonna say
Yeah.
that because I'm getting emotional. But my mom had breast cancer, stage 4, and they told her like a couple months to live. And she was like, well, fuck it, I'm done taking chemo. And we moved, and here we are, and she's in good health.
Yeah, so
I'm
there's
sorry.
a massive psychological component with that.
It's huge, yes.
So the strategy that my father actually went about, and I think it did a massive thing for her. The first time around, he was involved in a multi-level marketing company that he was using to market his website building business. And it was one of those things that had the ability to earn additional income by selling memberships. He didn't care about that. He just wanted to market his business better.
Right.
Until this happened, and there was some thing within the company that if you hit this metric this fast or whatever it was, you would basically win a cruise. And it's a yearly thing that members of this company do. They all
Heck
go
yeah.
after this and try to win that. So my dad went after that, and he got this. He got the presidential tier. I can't really explain to you like the specifics of
He's like,
that.
it's a lot of term.
But he got that in a month, where like some people that'll take them like 6 months, 4 months, a year. He got that in a month because he was solely chasing after it just so that he could get my mom on that cruise ship and get her mind off of everything. And I think that did a massive thing for her. And the second time, she didn't want to go around with chemo.
They don't want to. They're like,
No.
I'm done. It kills them. It literally, you watch them decay from the inside out.
Yep, and then it's also like the most expensive form of
It's
treatment.
expensive as hell.
Yep.
We went broke doing that.
That is
That's
so
crazy.
sad. I'm
You're
so
strong
sorry.
for that,
Yeah,
man.
Shout out
Yeah,
to you.
well.
You really are, because even just hearing your story had me teary-eyed, and I'm like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
well,
that's, man, I share my mom with you, though. I'm going to tell you that now.
I just want to
That's
point out
crazy.
something very specific you said. You said your dad was a complete wreck.
Right.
for a while. It took a while. Well, because the other thing too was, she was his complete teammate.
Right.
And
yeah.
like I just said, he owned a business, and so this is 4 years after he had won that cruise. So after that, he got a bit more excited about the income side of that business. He was chasing after that, but he would still have website projects. My mom would help him with that. She was his full-on teammate. So to lose her wasn't even just like him just losing his wife. It was also like
Right.
losing a side that's helping
Partner.
him with
That was
everything.
like,
Yeah.
that's
you know?
literally his life partner.
And another thing, like, we didn't really touch on this at all, but, I would say I grew up in a pretty traditional household in terms of gender roles, but at the same time non-traditional, because my father worked from home. So
Okay.
my dad was always in my basement, but work time was work time, Like, if I came down there and was like, hey, Daddy,
Right.
give me the hand without even turning around, because he's busy.
Right.
He's in the zone. He's
Right.
locked in. So, like, my dad didn't touch my brother and I's school life in the slightest bit. My mom handled everything. She was a rock star with it, handled everything. And she passed the summer right before I was going into high school. So, like, my dad also kind of had the struggle of, like,
Right.
like, my mom did the cooking. She did most of the cleaning. She
Everything.
helped him with his business. She handled everything with school for us.
Right.
So it's a
That was
big hit.
everything. She was the other side of him. She was what he lacked. She picked up.
Yeah, so it was a big hit, and it took a while, but my father did climb himself out of it,
Good.
My brother and I, like, you can't really rely on a 15, 16-year-old kid
Right.
to help you grieve,
That's
we had,
true.
We had no idea what
That's
to do.
true. You're trying to figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
That's true. Wow.
Life's tough, man.
That's crazy, though. I literally kudos to you and your brother and your dad. That's tough.
He's in a much better place. We're all doing just fine, but
We love it. We love
Yeah,
to
we
hear
love to
that.
see it.
Blossom, baby. Blossom.
Go ahead and shine.
Okay,
baby. Go
shine
ahead
bright
and
like a
shine.
diamond type.
It sounds like you and your dad are completely different emotionally. Like how you handle
to an
things
extent,
emotionally.
it's just that everything you guys are talking about of like, oh, he hasn't had this yet and all that, that's what he had with her. So,
Right.
like, this is a relationship where, like, I never even really saw them argue.
Right.
They kept a lid on everything. I'm sure
I
they
love
had their
that.
fights.
Yeah,
But my
everything
As
my
they
brother
should.
and I-
As they
that's
should have.
awesome.
That's
It
how
was
parents should be.
privatized.
Shouldn't argue in front of your kids. And they should know about that. So
Exactly.
your parents did it the right way.
But I would say that my father is very similar to me. This like a brief story, not even about tears, but about something else. We were dealing with a problem in our garage. There was an extremely foul stench for weeks. And we found out that there was a rodent that had gotten up into one of the freezer compartments on the underside. So like when we finally like tipped the thing over and got it out, my dad like completely leaves so that he can go throw up without us seeing.
That's so cute. Oh.
But so I just think, and I think that, you know, I don't think that, you know, I remember questioning like, oh, why did he do that?
Right.
But I don't think he's wrong to make sure that I, as his son, which at the time I was probably about 11 or 12,
Right.
to make sure that I don't see him in that
Right,
state, you know?
right.
And I think the same logic will apply to a man and his woman. So that's part of why I, you know, agree with Cesare and believe that.
But
Comes
if
to,
you
it's just
can-
real. It's just it comes down to discipline at the end of the day.
Right.
Because like you can't. I also don't use like these things as an excuse to act out of character neither. You know.
Right.
Like and a lot of people do that. There's like I'm not comparing situations, but there's like people give their energy to like very low level things.
Yeah.
And they let that impact them so much.
Facts.
And it's like, dude, there's people like go sit there and complain about your problems to like a cancer patient. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or them
Right.
kids that just fucking died in Hawaii or like
Right.
whatever. Go talk to their
Facts.
parents and complain. Like you're gonna feel
Facts.
stupid, bro.
Right.
Like you gotta have discipline at the end of the day. Like the clock doesn't stop for nobody.
Agreed.
Exactly.
So-
Know what you're complaining about and is it worthwhile?
Mhm.
Because the thing I had to learn is we can't. There's certain things we can't change. So if we
Yeah.
can't change it, why am I stressing it? Like it's not gonna make a difference if I stress more today, tomorrow, or the next day. It's still not gonna change. I can't
and
change
if it's
it. I can't
something
fix
that you
it.
can fix, go ahead and just
Fix it.
Because
Don't complain
at this
about
point,
it. Fix it.
I'm tired too.
Girl,
Exactly, bro.
both tired.
We all tired, and we all got problems. So
Yeah.
just,
So
I'm
that's-
tired of seeing it on my Facebook feed.
So that's another thing I'll actually just add to our point, which is like, if me and Cesare have something that's like, you know, because, you know, we train together, we do this together, we work together, you know, if there's something that's bugging me, it probably has to do with a similar world that he's also in. So if I have something I want to vent about, I'll just go complain about it to him, and then
Certainly.
I'll let him tell me I'm being a bitch, and then we'll both just move on with our day.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's understandable. too.
I think that depends on the aspect because there are like things we complain about, females complain about, and we're like, I'm not gonna tell my man about it. I'm gonna go to my girlfriend. Girl,
Yes.
I saw this girl wearing a pink shoe and a yellow shoe, and then and we go off. But this because it depends on what it is.
true.
Yeah.
You know. But if it's one of those deep things, I'm running to my partner. That's the person I feel most
Oh, I be
comfortable and
running to
sacred
this
and homey
man
with.
everything.
Right.
I'm talking everything. Things that he has no business in. It don't even matter. I just feel like I should let you know.
No, right. That's
Why
me
did
low-key.
Portia just steal her best friend man and now she's getting married in Nigeria? Does this man care? No. But I'm gonna tell him.
But he know
because-
at least?
Yeah, at least he knows.
Like,
Like,
I'd be like,
I mean,
so
shoot.
what's your?
Yeah.
What do you think about
Exact-
that?
That's always how I go.
But it's
Yeah.
like
I like it.
we like to use like that's a good example though because
Right.
it's like you can't he's not sitting here identifying his whole life based off the bad shit that's happened.
Sure.
I'm not sitting here doing that. Like you still got shit to do, you feel me, at the end of the day. And if you got personal stuff going on, mental stuff going on, like the cure is not sitting there fucking taking pills to make yourself feel better. It's like you gotta
Right.
go improve yourself, bro.
Right.
Once you set a goal and you achieve it, you start to feel better. And, like it's
Right.
not gonna be a fucking miracle. You feel me? You're not just gonna be from the feeling the worst to the best overnight, or because you met one little goal, but you keep setting them and you keep
Right.
achieving them. You start like
Right.
stuff starts to feel better, and you just gotta accept the reality of things as well.
Don't
you
dwell
You
on
can't
it.
sit here and be like saying, "Oh, I wish or I could have."
Right.
You can't do shit with that.
Exactly.
Like it is what it is at the end of the day. So that's all I gotta say on that.
What you think, girlfriend?
Like you said, like you can't just like dwell on the past. Like you gotta go and like do something with that pain. Go get motivated. Go find hobbies. Go do something with your life. Like even if you don't got your life in like a goal, like go try a bunch of stuff.
You know
Yeah.
how much more
Something.
interesting your
Go
guys'
live.
relationship would be like, and more to talk about. You know.
If you were into
Like-
something else.
Right. Other than just that
Yeah.
relationship.
Guess what happened
Yeah.
today at tennis? Or look what move I found. Like,
Something.
Yeah, I went to
other than
pottery
being
class.
up
I made
under
you a
each other the
cup.
whole time.
That's the type
Agreed.
of stuff I want to do. Yeah, like I took my boyfriend to his first sip and paint, something he never thought he would
Oh,
like.
you lucky.
So yeah, I got him drunk, and he was over there painting and yelling. Yeah, he was happy. He was happy. I was happy. I was in the corner.
And that's all that
just-
matters.
You know, it opens up new avenues, new adventure,
To
new
try
things to
things together,
explore,
do things.
and you
It
discover
brings you
different
guys more
sides of
closer.
I
yourselves
love
as
it.
well.
I love it.
Because you never stop growing as a human being as well.
Ever.
So just be open, man. Like you locking yourself up in this one personality that's always angry and you're the man, and calm down. It's gonna be okay.
As life goes on, we experience different things that
For
changes
sure.
us and how we react, and that's the best part about life.
Yeah, honestly. Some things suck, but it's necessary.
It's the
trust.
hard knock life.
When shit gets difficult, you don't lock yourself in your room. You drink yourself to sleep all
Exactly.
day, every day. You
Only
have
for a little
like
bit. Only for a little bit. and then
maybe
you have to
for
get
like
up.
one night, dog.
For a
But
day.
it's like if
For a day.
if like you got to think about you like the way I look at things is like I have a mom, I have siblings still down in Brazil, I have family down in Brazil.
Right.
Right, and especially with my dad being gone now, it's like he was the one that was helping them out a lot.
The
So it's like
provider, right?
I'm the one that's out here.
Right.
So now you gotta use
Yes.
it as a beneficial.
Yes.
Like you gotta use it to benefit you.
Mm-hmm.
So like after that shit happened, like that's when like after all that, like we got the studio. Like that's when shit really got going, and now me and him are already running 2 different businesses.
Yeah,
So it's
y'all are
like-
doing good. Do you have
Yeah,
another
you're doing
podcast
really
or something?
good.
Yeah, we're starting up.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I was gonna hit you up and be like, this motherfucker doing everything.
That's good
Yeah,
though.
I
that's
saw
yeah,
that.
that's another thing. There's people like wondering like what the hell are these guys doing?
I love it though. Fulfill
uh,
your time.
Like
Do
there's
it.
a little bit of real estate, and then there's like this little junk removal thing that we're gonna start. That's the
Hell yeah,
newest
that's
one.
bank right there.
And then like
That junk removal is
marketing,
bank.
this furniture right here, because this is all made here. So we're gonna try to market that, get that
Wow.
going. Like there's a lot of shit.
Not
going
not
on
the
here.
couches, the
I was
bar.
about to say,
the
wait,
bar, the
how?
lights.
That was you saw me looking around.
You made the
Oh,
bar.
you were talking.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
You made the bar.
Not me. It was Andreas, the guy in the back.
Seriously?
Yeah, he made, dude. Yeah,
That's so
he made
sick.
that. He
He
made
made
these lights. Yeah,
He made the chandeliers then?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually
That
Wow.
light,
Yo,
that's
that's
how he
talent.
3D printed it.
I was
So
thinking
there's a-
IKEA too, low key.
No, I was thinking Lamps Plus, but yeah.
But yeah,
That's dope. We love it.
That's
So-
awesome.
the YouTube thing is just a hobby. This is just for fun.
Yeah, we love
And we
that.
love being on it too because this gives us the thing to do outside of our men.
Exactly.
You see?
I'm already over here getting calls
So
and
now we
texts.
out here doing something and then we can go back and tell them, hey.
Guess what I did, babe?
And when you gonna see it in a couple of days.
Yeah, we also been dealing with some technical issues, like with the new fucking editing software. So that's why the content's been dumping out a little bit slower. Everybody's still trying to learn all that because, like,
Certainly.
we're not paying editors. And
Right.
Everybody's just trying to pick it up within here first. and
Getting it
then
from the
afterward.
mud and
Yeah.
then making it shake as you
Yeah.
should. And that's how you
Yeah.
learn and that's how you invest more time into what you do and that's how you make it better. And that's the
Exactly.
best part about it.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
From
I
the
really
ground
do.
up, ain't nobody gonna be able to take that away from
I
me.
really
though.
do. Hats off to y'all though. That's like I said.
appreciate
I'm
it.
congrats on y'all doing this podcast stuff.
You're doing
And I wouldn't
good.
even know you was on 2 different ones until I
Yeah,
saw your
no.
snap.
They're completely different though too.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like complete polar opposites.
Really?
Yeah, so far as of this being recorded, we only have one video uploaded on that channel, and it's actually me and my brother talking shit about the Avengers battles, cause
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I don't even do Marvels. I'm sorry.
But,
That's dope
yeah.
though. Wait,
There's
is
a-
it you and your brother?
yeah.
Yeah. Nice. That is cute. I like that.
But we'll have more stuff going
we'll,
on. Here.
uh,
We're not just gonna do the podcast. We want to do vlogs. too.
Everything.
Yeah,
You
we're gonna-
should.
and just go
We-
live.
Y'all,
we-
you do
hey,
good enough
let
on
me
your
tell you
Snapchat
something.
though. Like
Dude, that's
you
what
gonna
I'm
take
trying
it.
to do. I'm trying to
okay?
build my Snapchat shit
It's
so I can
going
get paid
up.
on there, bro. DDG, shout out
the
to you for the
Snapchat pay
idea,
you?
bro.
Snapchat pays?
Yeah, bro. If you have enough people on there, if you have
There
like,
you
it's just like Instagram, you get paid per post. Like Snapchat, you get paid per post. Like on YouTube, it's a little bit different, but
Right.
yeah, I'm trying to set up that way. I'm getting paid on Instagram and off. Like, I'm trying to
Snapchat,
get paid,
YouTube,
boy.
3
Like,
different
Yeah,
types
no.
of
I'm trying to
income.
get
No,
Yeah.
honestly,
whatever else
these
you got
social
going.
media sites be paying. Like
They are paying.
I don't know if you remember Jada.
Jada Waiter?
No, go.
Are we talking
Not
about little
Jada.
baby mama?
Not Jada Waiter, but there's this girl that used to live in Denver.
No.
She was one of my friends, and she started up on TikTok. And she's making 6 figures a year from making videos on TikTok.
Yeah.
Thing is, though,
From
you gotta
Trendy
keep
Sound.
up with that. So you better be very
Yeah,
passionate
she
about
makes
what you
like
do
4 or
because you
5
let off,
videos
your
a
followers
day.
let off.
But she's a
But
stay-at-home
exactly.
mom. Like, imagine how much she's bringing in.
Oh, she's a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah,
She ain't got
so
nothing else to
she
do.
ain't got nothing else to do. It's just her and the babies. So
That's
she
what's
over
up,
there
though.
getting her bread.
We here for y'all. Anytime you want us to
Honestly.
do a podcast, we support it. We share it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to come battle it out
When
next
y'all
time,
want to talk
though.
about aliens, let me know.
Yeah, you guys are definitely gonna be like a reoccurring guest. Like I. Feel
Hey, you
like that's
know
just
we
how
here,
it's gonna
Cesar.
be.
Let me
Yeah,
know
what's
the
going on?
time. That's how y'all link them up.
We'll be right here
Nah.
Monday to Friday at 6
She's
p.m.
annoying.
Eastern Standard Time.
No, it's Mountain Standard Time. Did you forget
Oh,
what
oops.
coast we're on?
Mountain
You
Standard
guys go
Time.
follow KNC Real Estate on Instagram. All right, I'm gonna put the description down below. We got a little something going on there. The junk removal company is good. Like we still gotta put that shit out there. You know, it's just kind of
Right.
like we got like an ad that was made, but
Okay.
we haven't put it out there. And then don't forget to go get your measurees on Amazon.
Yeah.
Let me see what else. If you know anybody that has enough, they can't be broke. I'm gonna be real. To buy that or that, like we can talk. You know, I haven't really put a price on it yet, but we can see what we can do with it.
That's bang.
And
Bar
then
I'm
set up,
thinking
though.
about
That
that.
bar
Don't forget
set up.
I'm thinking
Nice
about
in
the price
somebody's
right
man
now. I'm
cave.
thinking I could
Bro,
estimate
Like,
it for
it's
you.
nice.
It's gonna
We're
get
making another one
crazy.
actually. We're
Y'all
making
are?
another one like that. That's better.
Really?
Yeah.
How can it get better?
Uh,
More shelves?
Well, I guess you'll
More
have to,
shelves?
Nah, not more shelves. Just like the perimeter's better.
What? Looks amazing.
Yeah, well, you just have to get a C. You just have
You're
to.
right,
we're
you're
gonna,
right,
we're gonna
though.
put
There's
the
always
new one
something
over
better.
there.
You gonna
So
put the other one on
yeah,
opposites?
dude, we're gonna pimp this shit out, bruh. I might
I'm
get
excited
fucking
to see
polar
it.
bear fur for the fucking
You get on my
carpet.
face.
I
Get
don't
out
know.
of
That's
here.
fucked
First
up.
of all,
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
You're done.
animal cruelty over here.
Listen, take the carpet out. Give me polar bear. go to the North Pole for that.
Man, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Make your stuff look stylish. You earned it. That's your money. You spend it how you want it.
That's facts.
That's
We're
a
gonna
fact.
change that table soon, man. Shout out to the homie Chris for hooking it up, though.
Shout out. That's what's
But-
up, though. We love
And
it.
don't forget to follow Ecliptics on Instagram too.
He sadly couldn't be here
Yeah,
today.
he sadly couldn't be here today, but his football team won today, so.
Congrats. Big
Congrats.
stuff.
But yeah, man, y'all got anything you want to shout out, say?
Yep. Snapchat fam, I love you.
I can't stand Alex. All I have to say
I
is
had to.
women, respect yourselves and learn boundaries and learn where self-respect comes from all angles, from your man, your friends, your family, everybody. That's number one.
I just want to say, as a generation, don't be scared to be open with people. Like, the more you talk about it, the lighter the load gets. So don't be scared to talk about it. Do pick wisely who you share things with.
Yes.
But don't be scared to share things, especially if they're heavy on your mind.
Agreed.
Like, I just dealt with a friend taking his own life, and it's still pissing me off till now because we don't know nobody, like, that was the last thing we expected to be happening at this point in time, but it happened. So just talk to someone, bro. It's gonna be okay. I promise.
I love that.
I would just say, don't be lazy. Go do something with your life. Go figure yourself out.
Yes.
Hey, be genuine.
Be kind. This
kind.
world is so ugly
Live
right
life.
now.
Okay?
Spread a little
Be
love.
happy.
Spread
be
a
a
little
genuine
love.
person.
Yeah.
That's it. And
Spread love.
don't forget to be grateful for whatever you have.
Amen.
Always.
Amen.
I'll say this, Logan Paul, dude, if you're happy, dog, and if you're willing
Yo,
to put up with that,
Hey, shout out to that
hats
girl,
off to you, because you got the whole world talking shit on you.
Yeah.
A bunch of big ass like other platforms similar to ours are just trashing on him. Like, dude, like if he goes through with it, dog, fuck.
He'll be the next Will Smith.
Yeah, just don't turn it to Will, bruh.
Damn, Jada.
And then, yeah, bro, you gotta be disciplined, man. Like people think that you're gonna you're not gonna wake up every day wanting to go with our schedule. Like we train every day, and we also do the lifting. We have meetings. We have fucking shit to do every single day,
Right.
24/7. Like I don't get up every day all fucking excited about it, bro. I'm like, nah, fuck this shit, bro.
Right.
But then like you gotta also change your the way you think. It's like
Outlook.
you get to do these things. You feel me? Like
Privilege.
it's a goal that I wanted, and like now it's starting to really go. So it's like you got to be grateful for that.
Agreed.
And
Amen.
You're not.
Right.
There's no such thing as motivation. It's discipline. That's the only thing that's gonna
100%.
keep you going every single day. Like you got to stop making decisions based off how you feel. To be logical. So
Yes.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So if you made it this far, we appreciate you, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah. Peace out, worms.
Yes.
Run it. I can't take no loss.